Being Weezy, that's the way. Through the ice in this platinum, I did a 180, I went up the wrong way. Look at the bezel, it twinkling, glisten and shine, you gon' need you some sunblock. Thousands of grams and certified stones that came on a time clock. All of my woodies, coyotes, we sticking together, we coming like shot toss. Put a tracker on that bitch if you love her, cause she coming through like a goon squad. I put it on in the Zaba, I got different designers all over. Coops on coops, chop the top off the Rolls Royce truck, you know it's gonna be over. Bitch, do it up, I say she on front line, come through like a soldier. Now that you got my attention, you better get put on suspension if I see the greed. Like I'm a part of the lynching, got 21 chains on my neck, had to go down my knee. Breaking codeine, I roll up a leaf, I fuck on this bitch, now she so bossy. Stella McCartney, I'm drippin' so nerdy, my fit was a birdie, alone that was it. Talk a few bells, oh yeah, that's it. Bird on Arendelle, oh yeah, that's it. I can put it on the scale, oh yeah, that's it. Ballin' the Chanel like a player, that's it. Rainbow, rollie, oh no, that's it. Got a bisexual girl, that's it. Do a professional girl, that's it. Treat me like a male, oh yeah, that's it.
Put on a jet, declare that's it. She got no face, and for me, that's it. I'm pulling her hair every time that is it. She don't wear no underwear in my crib. Every time I'm in it, you know I'm gon' slip. Touching on the water, start matching my wrist. Off an X pill, little exorcist. I ain't never tell her was ready for this.
Being Weezy, that's the way. Through the ice in this platinum, I did a 180, I went up the wrong way. Look at the bezel, it twinkling, glisten and shine, you gon' need you some sunblock. Thousands of grams and certified stones that came on a time clock. All of my woodies, coyotes, we sticking together, we coming like shot toss. Put a tracker on that bitch if you love her, cause she coming through like a goon squad. I put it on in the Zaba, I got different designers all over. Coops on coops, chop the top off the Rolls Royce truck, you know it's gonna be over. Bitch, do it up, I say she on front line, come through like a soldier.
I walk around, can get sidetracked. Walking around with them thigh pads. Moving so sneaky, my Sachi Bellini, my body graffiti. She's tryna blow off my mind, she's tryna get my release. Yeah, brought a Chanel number 9, now my girl smell like a peach. Yeah, this ain't my peach, how do you get? You don't aim at your T, we aim at your fitties. We upgrade our choppers, we upgrade our bitches. The guns that we got is 2 seconds, no minutes.
I got 2 million on my chest, bitches line up like a contest. Smoking on Keisha so icy, I'm get my chase like Nike. Molly out fight is light skin, counting on moolah like Weezy, your baby. I walked in the jeweler and I had to go crazy. Surfing the bitch on a Lulu, now she wanna go do voodoo. Rich shit, Balenciaga house, shoot. I trap every day like the rich trap. For $1 million, the rich meal gloves. Through the ice in this platinum, I did a 180, I went up the wrong way. Look at the bezel, it twinkling, glisten and shine, you gon' need you some sunblock. Thousands of grams and certified stones that came on a time clock. All of my woodies, coyotes, we sticking together, we coming like shot toss. Put a tracker on that bitch if you love her, cause she coming through like a goon squad. I put it on in the Zaba, I got different designers all over. Coops on coops, chop the top off the Rolls Royce truck, you know it's gonna be over. Bitch, do it up, I say she on front line, come through like a soldier.
I'll turn off that. Alright guys, what's going on? Okay. So, welcome to today's session. Wow, it is a weekly. For a second, I thought this is a daily time frame. Wow, we moved that much already. There's no way we moved this much already on this daily candle. Daily looking like I did break down GJ daily time frame on my breakdown yesterday, but I'll do it again. I mentioned how the day time frame here, you kind of have like a support as being tapped right now, right? Because like this is your previous range pretty much. This right in here, that I'm highlighting here, this is your previous range. So GG kind of broke out that range, obviously buys, right? Coming up to this resistance, and then boom, we found a resistance. So now price came back down to make support. So if today's daily candle does close bullish, like this as support, we will most likely continue bullish again tomorrow, or my bad, Monday, to retest the top again, right? If you close bullish today, to retest 140 again, and then eventually next week continue on the weekly bullish candle, because the weekly candle is overall still bullish, right? This right here, I guess you can say, is making a top wick, right? So this is like a wick fill play, for example. This is pretty much what it is, right? So let's see how we actually react at this level here. I'll say that if like price breaks like this level today, then high chance will continue coming down back in the range, and back in the range will lead us coming down towards like the support, coming down like 135 levels, right? So kind of agree with what happens here. To indicate if we will continue down today or continue up today, I think it'll be pretty easy. I think we just have like I guess you can say a resistance here at this level. So price may reject at this level, may not, right? But what we do know is that we kind of have I guess you can say a support being created at this level right here. Right, so this is kind of your overall range area. So I'll say sells below there will be clean for GJ. And then obviously, what time is this? Does it say day candle? Wow, day candle has moved already. That's a lot. Wherever, okay. If you break below there, I'll say sells coming down towards like the support. I will look for sell positions, and then buys will obviously be like above this area. It'll be pretty simple. Buys above this area, above 138.438, coming up towards like probably this level right here, 138.663. But a 22 pip range you got here in GJ, so not bad overall. Not bad at all. This is what I'll be looking towards here. So yeah, other than that, pretty simple, right? You have a range, all you do is wait for a breakout. That's simple. Yeah. Because you guys look at the daily on GJ, the weekly is still bullish, right? The weekly currently is creating that wick, right? Going on day time frame, you'll see how the wick's being created. If you know how wick fills work, you know that this is what it is. It's just price coming down to make support here, to retest the resistance. If this is the wick fill, if we actually close the way we do today, it'll be very cool if G does very close bullish today. It'll be an easier week next week, because we just know we'll be buying next week. But if you do close bearish today and we come back in range to fill like 136, then the weekly will close bearish. Therefore, it's gonna be a very sticky situation next week. It's gonna be a bit of a range next week if you do close bearish. But if you do close bearish this week, like this, that'll be perfect for next week, because next week you can expect a wick fill coming up to fill a weekly wick fill, coming up towards like 141, and then eventually even breaking it to go further up. So it'd be cool if you actually close bullish. I'm bored already in trade. Don't give me any trades, bro. Just come to the hang a little bit later stream. You know the drill. Yes, sir. Well, a point of view comes to streams anyway. It's not even for trades or signals. It's for you to get some value and educational streams. If you're coming here for signals, you're here for the wrong reasons. Took a solid trade this morning. Nice. Yeah, like I didn't trade London. I didn't take any positions and or anything during Asian. Asian was just pretty. When I came to trust the Asian, I just knew it was dead. You know, like once you get to a point where you understand when volume comes in and how it works, you understand like when accounts don't close in a certain way above a certain area at a certain time, you'll know that there's gonna be no volume for a time for the session. Like for example, this is Asian opening right here, around that time, or even no, sorry, around this time, right? Okay, look, cool. We have like a support being created. Then you have like I guess you can say resistance being created somewhere over here, or even over here. So if this is the Asian opening, and we kind of just came back in a range here, by like 9, if you don't actually break out of this range here, you'll know that we'll be stuck in this range for the rest of the Asian. You know? And this is 9. This is 8, this is 9. Wait, this is 9? I believe this is 9. 9. No, that's 11. Sorry, this is 8. Yeah, sorry. This is 8 a.m., 8 p.m. opening, and then you have like the 9, right? So the 9 p.m. candle, because the Asian volume comes in at 9 p.m., right? So if there's no type of movement or whatsoever by 9 p.m., it's gonna be a dead Asian session. So this is 9 p.m. 9 p.m. we just close bearish, meaning that the next candle high chance is gonna continue down bearish. Therefore, if you're looking for a bias to replicate to mirror this candle, it's gone. That's not gonna work. That's gonna happen, right? If you're looking for sells, you're gonna need a stronger support to be created. So I mean, 9 came down, makes support, boom, 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 rejection. By 10-11, man, you're out. There's no point of you trading Asian, and then you just wait for the next set of volume to come in. And when is that gonna be? That's gonna be the London session. So fast forward to London, boom, 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 London opening, boom, right there, close out the resistance. Therefore, look left. There's clean traffic here. You can expect you to continue up to mirror this candle, and that's what happened during the London, right? So that's how you kind of figure out when volume's gonna come in or not, and it's gonna save you a lot of time. The breakout isn't London opening. Oh, it wasn't. Yeah, you're right. I thought it was 3 over here. It's 1. Yeah, but I mean overall, yeah, this is pre London. Yep. I thought I said 3 here for some reason. But yeah, you guys get the point though, right? Like next set of volume, like whenever like there's a session and there's no volume during that session, and you know by the way candles close that we won't be able to break above a range because we're closing in a direction in our favor. Therefore, we're gonna come back in the range. Like you really gotta wait for next set of volumes that's gonna come in, or some type of closure above or below. So like Asian session is gonna be pretty easier because like by 8 p.m., 9 p.m. if you don't get a certain move, if you don't get a breakout, then most likely we're gonna be stuck in that range for the rest of the session. So an Asian session is quick. It's pretty easy. I've been training it like, consistently to a point where I kind of know how it works, and now I just know what to avoid and when to avoid. Like when I first started trading Asian, I was still kind of new to it. I knew volume came in at 8 p.m. I knew that was the Asian opening, but I didn't know whether how long the volume's gonna last for. And now I just by showing up every day to that time during that time every day, I just kind of understood the volume and how it comes in. But that goes for everything. That goes for New York. It goes for London. You know, you can't be trading New York session back at 3, 4, 5 p.m. and expect a volume. Sure, they can be a decent play. You know, you can get like a simple play as easy as this. You can get a simple play as easy as this right here. Resistance. Let's say you have like resistance. You know, let's say you have like a right? Let's say you have something like this, and then you have a support being created here somewhere, and then you have another price bouncing off support again, right? Now you have a resistance here, over here. You can say that's your resistance. Like you can say this is your range, right? So I mean, even if you get a play like this, it's a simple breakout of the range. This candle is a breakout. There's no volume. There's nothing that's gonna push prices that other direction. You know, let's say this clear traffic looking left there, and that clear traffic was like from I don't know, from like let's say like say like over here somewhere, or even let's say this. Let's say a price were to break out resistance here, you're expecting price to kind of fill the range here, right? This range, this whole area. So even if you get a breakout here at 3, 4, 5 p.m. during the New York session, or like even like 10, 11 during the Asian session, there's no volume in the markets pushing price up. So you gotta wait for the next set of volume. So let's say for the Asian session, by like 9 p.m., if you don't get an actual breakout of this area here, right? And let's say this candle never broke out. By 9 p.m., if you close like this, you can expect price to just continue back down. Like let's say 9 p.m. close like that, boom. Then you can expect us to stay in the range for the rest of the session, because there's nothing that's gonna push price above this area, right? So you get like 9 p.m. candle, you get like the 10 a.m. candle over here, you get the part of the 11 a.m. candle, you know, you get the 12 a.m. candle coming up again, you know, 1 a.m. candle, and then boom, 1 a.m. candle pre-London. You can expect price to push up again, because now we're actually breaking out and there's volume coming in the markets now. There's more, you know, now you can expect price to just continue up to mirror that candle, and that's what GJ did last night. So that's how you kind of really work with volume in the times of the sessions and stuff. But yeah. So whenever I get charts at like 3, 4, 5 p.m., I'm like, wait, why are you sending me a chart at this time? At this time, you shouldn't even be trading the New York session. New York session is dead, you know. And I'll say anything past like 1 p.m., 12, you're pushing it a little bit, but like maybe like 11, 12, like it's done. The session is done. Just stop trading and end the day off, you know. Because like you have the NY session opening up at 8 p.m. and then 8 a.m. and then you have the NYC opening up at like 9:30. So, I mean, 9:30, all the probably last another like hour or so, maybe till 10, 10:30, 11, and then by 12, it's probably done. 12 markets are dead. Not all the time though, but majority of the times. Like let's say of 200 trading days, there's probably gonna be about like 150 trading days where that will happen, and 50 hour trading days where there will be volume after that time, right? But it's very rare. So would you rather go with the 50 days, or would you rather go with the 150 days? You know? It's all probability. Everything in trading is all probability. There's never like 1 + 2 = 3, you know, in trading. It's not as easy as that. It's not as easy as saying every day you show up to the charts at 6:30 and there's gonna be a move at 6:30 a.m. Eastern every single morning, you know. So like that's how you gotta get the whole like strategy thing out of your head. Like the way we trade here, it's not really a strategy. It's more of just being fluid to the markets, and we just gotta adapt to the markets. Right? It's not. You never hear me say I'm waiting for you know, like one type of confirmation or something every time. It's always something different, you know. And every day, candles sell differently but similar, right? So you just take advantage of whatever setup you see the most majority of times. Alright, man. GJ here. Let's see. If you close here, like I'll say we have like what, 11 minutes left, 12 minutes left in this candle. The hourly is gonna close bearish, or you know that for a fact. If we actually close bearish and close exactly where we are right now, I will anticipate sells coming down within the next candle, and I will take sells. I'll try to take a sell coming down like this, market execution it, a 12 pip stops for a nice like 14 pip target coming down towards this area. Yeah, not so bad. I mean, gold is just ranging. Yeah, gold is just ranging. So it's been ranging since I think Monday. We had a move on Monday, and ever since then it's been like, yeah, I'm staying in the range here. What it is doing though, it is creating support at today's support level, right? That's what it's doing, and it's actually also closing bullish at support 18. That this is the bottom of the range that we could potentially push up towards this area, but probably not today. We might come up a little bit, right? Maybe up to like 1890. Let's see, 1890 levels probably today, or like even just stay in the range for the rest of the day here. But I don't see anything past 1890. If you do go up to 1890, all that price is doing here is creating that, I guess you can say, bottom wick for a weekly to continue down next week as well, because the weekly is still gonna close bearish, right? Like gold's not a buy, gold's not a sell just yet. I'll say gold's a sell if you were to come down and break below like 1840 levels, 1860 levels, 1850 levels, and buys will obviously be like, I'll say, well, on a daytime from maybe like above this area over here, above 1890. You can get buys going up and there's sells below here. This is over a range, right? So if you've been trying to call toss and bounce for the past 3 days, man, then you would have got this short on gold. Not the greatest idea to call toss and bounce right now. Understand the range and wait for an actual break of the range. There's no need of you to cash a bottom or cash odds on top, right? I know people that bought gold down here. I know people that are selling gold here to come back down. You know, but I suggest highly wait for a breakout. But for this New York session though, it's gonna be a bit rough during New York session. Like it's pretty easy though. You just have like a resistance being created here at this level, at 1882, and you have like kind of a support being created here at like 1875. So I mean, draw a line across here, resistance. Just wait for a breakout of either side, right? Look how many times we came down a wick, right? But we never actually closed above or below this area or above this area, right? We got wicked up, boom, 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 wick down, boom, 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 but never actually closed above or below. So if we actually get closure above or below, that'll indicate that we're gonna get some volume coming in, and we'll therefore get a breakout of the range. So wait for that, and to be much easier. You don't want to get stuck in this range here. Although it's a big range, it's like a 70 pip range. You know, but ideally, I just wait for price to really break out. We're looking into gold. Morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Yeah, man. Happy Friday. Hope you guys had a great week so far. I mean, so far I haven't taken a loss all week. But I mean, the last time that has happened was a while ago. I think taking like about 2 trades per day. Last time I haven't had a loss in a week was maybe like in June or something. I forgot. But it's rare for that to happen. But losses are not. You can't avoid losses. I say it all day, all the time. You can't avoid losses. But what you could do with losses is you could manage them, keep them small. That's the only thing you can do with losses. If a guru tells you that you can avoid losses, then you really need to, you know. You really need to ask them some questions. Some gurus come on Instagram like they don't take losses though. I mean, a lot of them, right? But I mean, can't tell. Although I should sleep this morning, she was amazing. Yeah, I slept right at 11:30 yesterday. I slept for a good 6 hours and a half. Not bad. Not bad. Ooh. We might be able to get the stutter replay here, guys. The stutter replay. Sell stops. If this kind of were close bearish, bullish at support here, sell stops below that area. Stops current candle on the next candle coming down off a 30-minute time frame. This trade would be heavily based off a 30-minute. Right, but the 15 gives the extra confirmation. But I kind of want to close below like 138.227, like right here. That'd be perfect. You have sell stops, and it's gonna be great to come down here. I'm expecting price to continue down. On this next candle coming down towards the support like this. For GJ. Dun, 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 dun. Hey there, I'm new here. Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on, guys? Hope you guys are having a great Friday so far, man. Don't ruin don't ruin your day today, guys, by overtrading today. You know, that's the worst thing you want to do, because Friday is like, it's something like that, especially as a new trader, something that goes on in your head on Fridays telling you that you need to make back all your losses, or you need to make back all your wins on a Friday to finish a week off where you want to finish it, right? And that's why people get trapped on Fridays. They start to overtrade on Fridays, because Friday's the last day until they have a break over the weekend, right? Because they can't trade Monday, they can't trade Saturday, Sunday, so they're impatient. So when you're impatient, you're gonna try to force setups, you know, when it's unnecessary. So, guys, if that's what you're doing today, don't do it. Because you just come back on Monday. You know, if you had a bad week this week, call it a day. Friday's the worst day where you can chase your losses. The worst day. And if you had a good week this week, then call it a week. You don't need to trade Friday, right? If you are trading today, manage your risk. Obviously, we say it every day, but I really try to manage it as best as you can today. And if you do take trades, take minimum trades, man. Like 1 or 2. I mean, 1, right? If I take 1 trade today, that might be 1 trade today. I only traded 2 days this week. 2 days. I traded Monday and I traded Thursday. That's it. Monday, about a huge day on Monday. After Thursday, decent day on Thursday as well. So I mean, not bad. But I didn't trade Tuesday because I think I didn't see any subs on Tuesday. After Wednesday was the holiday, I didn't trade that day. And then I had Thursday where I traded in today. Let's see what happens today. Well, I'm looking for trade subs today. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far, man, I really appreciate all the I appreciate all the likes and subscribers, guys. Roll to 3K subscribers. Fridays, guys, are meant to send charts. You know, if you have your charts, if you're taking any trades during London, if you're planning to take trades today, you can just send a chart over. You know, Fridays are meant for learning as well. Not every day is a training day. Some days are just learning days, right? You take a loss, it's a learning day. You know, you should just not trade today because you just don't feel like trading. Then just use it as a day to review your trades. You know, nothing wrong with that. Like some Fridays, what I'll do is I just take a look at my MT5, MT4, and I'll take a look at all the trades I took and just review them on Trading View. Sometimes I'll do that. Nothing's wrong with that. No matter what skill level you're at, what skill gap you are at, there's always room for improvement, right? Alright, we have 2 minutes left in this candle closure. Really interesting to see where it closes here. This could be a big candle. Okay, so I'm looking at charts. What you got here? If you guys haven't already, go follow up the Instagram page, control_FX, where we post our trades and just stuff that I think that has, well, I believe that has value, you know. So check that out. Before and after. Okay, what do you got here? So this is before. Target, you took your price closed above for buyers, looking for buyers. Okay, price made a high, confirm support with bullish candle. If candle closes below, and would be a bad option for sell position also. Yes, because we actually are closing below, I guess you can say, the support. We should be able to come down towards like this area. Yeah, you can expect that to happen. I mean, this is GJ on 15-minute time frame, right? What we're looking at right now. Yeah, I'm waiting for that as well. Or no, this is actually before, right? This is was this before? Yeah, this was before, right? 15-minute time frame. Oh, let's see what happened here. You said this is an after chart. What happened here? Price made a high to confirm support with a bullish candle. Oh man, yeah. Okay, so I think so. Like this might be a bit more advanced, but every time, like from what I look at, every time that price closes like too low below the range, where it's almost like halfway throughout the full range, I look for price to come up to make a resistance here or something. That's what I usually look for. I mean, in this case, I guess if you just enter off this candle, you can't really do anything about it. I mean, it was a valid entry. It was still a valid entry, but I think, hold on, this candle closed, GJ closed here. Okay. Okay. We have closed at support. Okay, that's tough. Alright guys, GJ really close here at support here. Not really looking for any positions here because we have closed above the support level. Therefore, support is still being respected here. Sure, price has a high chance of continuing further down here. But I really want a closure below here to take positions. Because if you enter here on the candle opening, you're entering at support, right? We haven't really broken that support, so I'm gonna stay out of it for a bit. Maybe wait for another candle or something. There's no entries for me by looking at that. But otherwise, this trade here, I think it was a pretty bad trade. But I think what happened here after was GG kind of came back up in the range here, and therefore it's like a fake out play. You know, came back in the range, came out to fill it. So can't really do anything about that, to be honest. But you can take that tip for next time. You can maybe use what I said about whenever price goes too below a range or too high above a certain range, price needs to come up to make a resistance or support before coming back down. Try to look for that next time whenever price does close too high or below a range. This kind of could run here. If you guys take entries here, below this 15, with the anticipation that this will drive GG coming down towards the support. I mean, it would be more of an anticipation entry, right? But since it's a Friday, I don't really want to take any anticipation entries. I really just want to take positions that, with my confirmations. Talking about learning, can you tell us when to take impulsive entry versus safe one? It really depends on this one thing, and I say it all the time. And that one thing is look left. It depends on the scenario, man. Like, you really gotta. Hold on, give me a second. I'll get back to that question in a bit. Can you check on my loss in London? Let's check out this first. Yeah, sure, I can check out your loss in London. I mean, the only. Okay, I'll answer it later. Okay, so you have, what do you have here? You have a strong bullish momentum. You have kind of closing bearish, but very weak rejection. 3 close out at this point. Oh, nice. So you got the trade here. Okay. Wait, so where'd you get in to buy here? Did you get in to buy like once you broke this high here? Is that where you got in? I mean, that's pretty valid. But once the count closes bearish, yeah, it makes sense to close. Can you choose last let it open today? What do you think? Makes sense? Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. You took a starter play here off the break of a 30-minute time frame. I'm not sure how the average look. Like, you send me the chart, I can only tell how the 30-minute looks, but from a 30-minute time frame, it looks clean. I think what price did though was it just came down to create that support right here. And then as it closes bearish as support, I mean, this is if you were to take a second entry, I think that would have been right here on the opening, targeting like this level, you know. But I'm not sure if you took a second entry. But I mean, this entry was fine. It's just that the best thing you could have done here, just manage your stops, keep them small. But overall, it was a trade that I would take 1,000 times if I seen it. Right. Third minute close above support eventually, but I was looking at 15 minute at this point. No, yeah, 15-minute does make sense here. 15-minute is a starter play here on GJ, the 15-minute time frame, after we broke below that range. Over at clean sells coming down. But just at the 30-minute time frame, really just really wasn't it for me, you know? Because what price could do here is it could, I guess you could say, if we're going off of the 15-minute time frame, price may have a high chance of rejecting off of this support right here. Alright. So, come on, see what happens. Yep, you kept your losses small, that's all that matters. Your loss is 4 pips and your original stop was 13 pips. Yep, you kept them small. That's the best thing you could have done in that situation because you understood what price would have done if it were to break those levels, right? So, and think about, you're doing that for one trade, right? But think about whenever you do that for every single trade that you take. The amount of losses that you're going to keep small, you know, forever. Okay, so going back to that question about impulse entries, the only really impulse entry that I have is a start replay, to be honest. I think Wixon asked me about it yesterday. I mean, that's the only time I really take impulse entries on a start replay. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't really have any other plays where I do take impulse entries. Majority of them is just like I'm waiting for an actual closure or above or below a certain range. A fake out play, that's a waiting for a closure. Yeah, it's just a start replay. This play right here, if I were to get an entry here, it'll probably be an impulse entry. Waiting for a price to break below here. Stop is current candle. This would have been a small stop if we were to take it though. Would have been about let's see. Stops would have been about 4 pips here, 5 pips above that current candle high, and target would have been roughly around 14 pips. Overall, not bad. But I mean, just 30-minute wasn't it for me. And the 1 hour as well, right? 1 hour kind of really close that support as well. Did anyone get in here? A position on GJ? You guys got in position here. I mean, you're heavy in profit probably. Should be about like 6-7 pips in profit, making a risk-free trade as we're tapping this minor support. I mean, move stops to entry and let it run risk-free. After close at like 10 pips if you want, or close full at 14 pips, right? Whatever you want to do here. But like usually what I do, guys, is like on Fridays or days where I know that there's less volume, I look to take a less anticipation moves. And anticipation moves is you anticipating price to break out a certain range depending on how we are in that range. For example, if GJ were to close bearish in this range here, we're still in a range, right? But with the strong bearish candle closure at the top of the range, you can anticipate the next candle to continue down. So you taking an entry on this kind of opening after we have closed like this, taking targeting down here is an anticipation that we're going to break below here with this volume that's coming in here. That's an anticipation play. You waiting for a closure below the support here is you just waiting for a closure, a stronger confirmation, right? Anticipation plays usually require a lot more skill, experience. But I mean, like I said, the more you show up every day to charts every day at the same time every day, the more you start to realize these things. The first thing you'll learn by showing through streams every day or showing through your trading session every day, regarding if this is the Asian session, the London session, the New York session, is you're gonna understand when volume comes in, and you're gonna understand that when volume opens up and when it closes. So the time it closes, time opens up, right? So you understand the New York volume, the London volume, the Asian volume. So once you understand that, the next step for you after that is for you to understand how candles move during those times, right? So but that all just takes time with you showing up every day. And it doesn't have to be the New York session like me. It doesn't have to be 6:30 to 9. If you are not able to trade at 6:30 from 6:30 to 9 every day, then you can trade during the Asian session. Trade during like 6:30 to 9 p.m. You know, or 7 to 9 p.m. or even like the London session, the 3 a.m. to like pre-London from like 1 a.m. to like 3 p.m. or 5 p.m. whatever it is, right? 5 a.m. But whatever it is, stick to that time and show up every day. And be consistent. People say, but there's no volume during the Asian session. You know, there is volume. You just don't understand how it moves. But you gotta show up every day. You can't just base it off of one time. You know, you can't show up to the Asian session one time and have it range and be like, oh yeah, I'm never trading a session again because it's ranging. You know, that's just one time. You gotta show up every day, consistently. Make a routine for yourself, because before, believe it or not, I never had a routine when it came to trading. I just woke up whatever time I wanted to because I thought that you can trade whenever you want. I thought that you can trade at 3 p.m., at 1 p.m. during the day, you know. You could trade. The NT4 still works, NT5 still works. You can click buy or sell at that time. It'll still get activated into the broker. But there's just no volume at that time. Majority of the time there's no volume, right? So why do you want to trade it when there's no volume? It's dead time. You want to take advantage of the most volatile times during the day. That's what you want to do. So that's why I say, whenever we have days where it's just ranging during the New York session, like it doesn't bother me at all, because I understand that that's just a one-day thing. We might have a lot more volume tomorrow, you know. We had one of the biggest moves of the year. Well, One of them during the New York session, you know, to the, on Monday. Where I find a song, man, I have no clue where you find a song at, man. This song is some YouTube copyright-free music that I just play. It's something I listen to, so I have no clue, man. Just search up like lo-fi beats or something. You get like a playlist or whatever you're looking for. What's going on, Bryce? What's going on, Summer?
Morning.
So,
Good morning.
3 weeks in, Bryce. How's your overtraining been?
It's good. 3 max.
Hey, one day what we're gonna do is, like once you master the 1-2 trades per day thing, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to that live stream, and we're gonna go back to you saying to you talking about how you wanted to look for 5 aces in a day. Can you do me a favor and take a look on EJ? It's confusing the F out of me this week, probably because I'm forced to find on the trade and I feel it's in a big range of 80 pips. Sure. I got you, man. See, so whenever people ask me like, Don, buy or sell, like this buy or sell, John, EU buy or sell, you know, that's different. But when you ask me like to look at a pair because you actually want to ask a specific question, like, see, I know that you actually want to just have some type of support, right? So that's when I'll look deep into it. I'll find a pair I don't trade, and I'll look into it, and I'll look to help you out. But if you just ask to buy or sell, there's no effort into that question at all. You just want to find an answer and then leave the stream after. So all right, EJ here. I mean, are you asking from the daily aspect, or like, what are you asking from? Like the current time, like the New York session right now, like what's gonna do right now? I mean, if you're asking about the New York session right now, I mean, overall the daily we're bearish, right? But we haven't really closed any type of strong bearish. We have closed with a bunch of rejections, like close at resistance here. I guess you can see we made a support right here. So we have really just came down to reject, close above, came down to reject, close above, came down to reject, close above. Therefore, that's still support being respected there on a daily time frame. So it's gonna be a bit more rangy throughout the days. But if you're looking for sell positions, man, what do you mean? This is a lot of volume coming in here. We have a lot of volume here. You had, like, I guess you could say, a resistance being created here, on EJ, right here at this level, and you kind of have like a support being created here. I think sells below the support here was clean. If you anticipate sells below the support, would have been hella clean. I mean, can't really get an entry. I mean, stops would have been about 70 pips. Target would have been about like 20 pips, like a 70 pip range. I mean, it's a 1-to-1 trade. I mean, this wasn't bad. This was not bad at all. I mean, you could expect price to continue down to the bottom of the support here, or even like the bottom of the support, to pretty much mirror this candle on EJ, right? But I mean, this isn't bad. I thought it was like rangy. I mean, 1 hour is, yeah, 1 hour looks going to come down towards like the support down here. I mean, this is not bad. This is very tradable. I thought it was like gold. Look at gold. This is untradeable. EJ is much more tradable than gold right now. No, this is not bad, man. This is, I think you really gotta look at the daily time frame though. Like daily is bearish. Look for more sells during that day than buys. You know, like I think sells below here would have been clean. Yeah, not bad. Yeah. You have the side replay here on GJ as well. I mean, if you wanted to get an entry here, if you really wanted to get an entry, you could take an entry on a break of that, coming down towards like the support down here, 10 pip target for like a 4 or 5 pip stop here on this current 15-minute candle. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all, man. Cause like I guess you could say we're making like look at the overall structure. If you say lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, make another low low. It's looking at the whole structure, but I mean 1 hour looks clean, 4 hour looks clean, come down. Very clean. Ooh, GJ has came down towards that support. For when I caught a sell here, congratulations. Wow, good trade. Very nice trade actually. So if you look for more positions now, guys, I'll heavily wait for the support to break here. Because if you do break that support, then we'll come down towards, I guess you can say, this level right here. Another 14 pip range, right? So 137.921 if you do break that support. I think it's gonna be great sells coming down. Okay, done for a day. Thanks for the sell you caught down. Blessing on blessings. Hey man. No worries, man. That's a nice sell you caught there. Congrats. Move on with today. You caught a piece of it? Nice.
Yeah.
Where'd you get in?
At the opening of the 7 a.m. candle.
Okay. I see.
When you called, right when you called it.
Yeah, it makes sense. Thank you, appreciate it. I got confused moving the levels up and down from the 4 hour to 1 hour and then 30 minutes, etc. But it looks clean now when you checked it out. Yep. Damn. Your internet went out Wickstein? I mean, don't you got data? Don't you got a backup on your MT5? Let's set a replay. Damn, that's tough. When your internet goes up when you're about to execute and play, I mean that you can't do anything about that, man. I mean that I'll be mad about that. That's something you could be mad about. Cause you planned a trade, you know, you had it all planned out, and you wanted to execute, but when you executed, there was no Wi-Fi just went home. It's like, nah, man, not today. Lock gold. Oh yeah, gold broke above here.
And I used to have that happen to me in poker, and oh man, one time I had this huge hand where I was trying to call. I would have like took out 2 people. It would have like put me in like top 5 in chip stacks, like really late in the tournament. And my internet went out, and and yeah, I didn't get into hand, and like that's a big deal, man. That's a huge deal to win that kind of hand late in the tournament, and I lost, and I didn't get in. It like put me on tilt for like a whole week. But the funny thing is that was the same, you know, when I hit like it kind of that bad beat I hit on my birthday, it like made up for it, because I would have won like something like 20 something, at least 20 something thousand too, you know. But then I hit that bad beat on my birthday, and then it was like it made me feel like a lot better. I was like, okay, that's okay now.
I was in a trade earlier this week, and Hugo Way wanted to start playing around and just stalling right there, froze.
Yeah.
Styles.
Hey, sorry about that, Wakes, because man, this trade was so sweet, man. It just went poof.
Now you're gonna pile
on. You're asking me about gold here? Yeah, I mean gold, like I said, how like the day time frame, like we actually created a range, right? And I mentioned how like we kind of really close bullish at support at the bottom of the range, so high chance we could continue up today. I was expecting like 1890 levels to get tapped today, right? But if 1890 breaks, then man, we're gonna continue to push up. Yeah, 1890 breaks today, we're gonna continue to push up. And weekly, I mean, it's still like overall bearish here, but like the daytime we're showing some type of bullish momentum, some bullish pushes here, breaking structure here. So if you break above 1890 today, then it's like GG's to gold. On a 1 hour time frame, I'm not sure if it really gave me an entry here. I guess on a 30-minute time frame it kind of did, or a 15-minute time frame. If you look at it, you can tell the difference in volume between this candle here and all these other candles over here, right? You can just tell the difference in volume. I mean, if you took buys at 1882 going up, I mean that was a good entry. You came able to tap our target. My target was 1890, 1870 levels, 1887, sorry. So I mean, yeah, if this level breaks today, then yeah, CGG's, say goodbye to gold. We're gonna be headed up towards the next resistance, and now it's gonna take us to 1900 if you do break this level here. So I mean, yeah, I mean we could continue up for the rest of the day. Who knows, right? But wait for that breakout.
You know what my saw would have activated if I did it with an MT5 sell stop, but I did it with the magic keys,
Oh,
and that's the EA.
yeah.
As soon as you lose connection, the EA parameters won't work. Fuck. Pisses me off because I planned for it.
Would you have your phone?
No, I got it on my.
No, like you don't have like you don't have like a MT5 on your phone as well. Just for backup.
Oh, I do. I got it on my phone. I don't.
But you didn't enter it.
I don't enter. I go on there. I don't even think I'm logged in there. I gotta go on my email, find out the password, and
Okay, I get it.
put it in there. I've never logged on. I've got the app, but I'm on this account. I just don't trade on my phone.
Nah, man, it was a great entry, man. It was a great entry.
Honestly, I didn't even think of that. I was just sitting here angry. I didn't even think of.
Did the 30-minute time frame bother you?
No, because I figured by the time, I mean, we're gonna get to that next little area. If it breaks there, and it's gonna be 5-6 pips, and I'll just go. You know, I'll go break even at 5-6 pips and see if
That's
it breaks
key.
there.
Yeah, that's key. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was.
So it would have been
a good
risk
idea.
free no matter what.
Yeah, that was a good idea. It was a 4-pip stop too. I mean, yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
it was like it was a win-win. It was like no negatives to it.
Because even if he did like reject there, like price would come down to like I guess you can say like, even if it were to close bullish instead, it still would have been able to come down and tap that like support from here, right? That 5-6 pips, and then yeah, to make the bottom wick. Yeah.
Did you not hit open trade on a Magic, or you just had a setup? You didn't hit open trade, or
No,
you
no,
did
I
hit open?
had a pending.
Sell stop.
So on the seller play, I usually do a sell stop, or over here it was a sell stop. But if I did it through MT5, it would have registered. But I did it through the Magic buttons. Okay, problem. Yeah, and that's an EA. The EA won't work if you don't have service.
No free promo device. Hey guys, I moved my kind of like my support down here on GJ because I'm looking for sells below here. Because there's no point of you taking sells like below this area when you have traffic out the rip after, right? So I'm looking for sells specifically below this whole entire level here. Look left, you have like a lot of rejections here. Rejection, right? So this is your overall support. If price were to come down and break below here, then we're gonna continue back down the range. So I mean, sells below here would be much more clean. So therefore, that's what I'm gonna wait for. This might be a couple more candles though. It might be the 8 AM candle or something. 8:30. You know, it won't be this candle.
It can pull up and create a range.
Yeah, I can do that.
And, if it gives us a nice rejection,
I mean,
resistance, and we can take it back down to the low.
You might be able to take another sell here though, off the 30-minute wick fill. If you do close with a wick fill here, coming down. I mean, 14
There's no top
range.
wick though, is it?
Well, no, there's a top wick. Off like the 1 hour current 1 hour 30-minute time frame candle. If we actually close the way we do right now, I mean, you can take an entry here. I mean, I'm not sure if you'll take it because you don't like taking entries when the 15 is bullish and the 30 minutes bearish. Like you want all your time frames to kind of align up, but I mean, it's a wick fill play for me. I think I could look for entries here. Because this time we're actually closing below the support, you know. And then you can anticipate price to kind of break that support, coming down towards like this level down here at 137.798. I mean, that's pretty clean. The 80 on push. I mean,
Now, what kept you from pulling the trigger on this seller right here? Like, I feel like that's like.
what kept me from not taking a trader?
Yeah. Like it looks normal too. It looks like what
that he took on Monday.
The 30-minute time frame here, right here
Yeah.
on Monday. Not a 30-minute time frame here. It just because this trade was mainly based off the 1 hour 30-minute for me. 1 hour kind of closed at support. I didn't really close below that support level, and 30-minute didn't really close below the support level. So I mean, me taking on a 15-minute time frame, I mean, I guess it did make sense, but I didn't want to take any anticipation plays on a Friday today.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to wait for
That's
actual
basically
closure.
your logic for.
So it's
It's
kind of like a
basically your logic
50-50 for
taking
you.
this play.
Wait, what you say, Weston? Can't hear you. What you say? Hello? Problem to his mic.
What? All right. What if you had your their support level at 138.220? Would you take it then?
220.
Yeah,
But like,
138 or
but no, because
Oh,
price.
wait.
I mean, price overall would have still like if looking at price would have still closed us above support here.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
And my MT,
Yeah,
my
MT5 is different.
it's
MT5 is different.
different. Yeah, look, that's why I was like, okay, it didn't look the same as the.
No, yeah, trading view is different.
Okay.
Look at my
Yeah.
screen, you'll see why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next wall to break for GJ is 138.05. Yep, I agree. That's like pretty much where I marked it up. 138.053, 050 or 013. Yeah, same area. Definitely sells below there. Hey, check 4-hour time frame. Yeah, I mean 4-hour is bearish. 4-hour still bullish, right? But oh man, yeah, 4 hours, like I guess you can say if we were to break below the support here, we can look to come down towards this level right here on a 4-hour time frame and continue the bearish trend, right? So I mean overall, I mean this makes sense. We are bouncing off of this resistance here. This is your support. So if we're actually closing bearish here at resistance, high chance we're gonna come down to retest the lows and continue further down if we do break the support, come down. I mean, yeah, this is a bearish day. This is a bearish day. Daily is bearish as well. I mean, there's no buys, right? Yep, not so bad. Yeah, I will take sells below here. I will take sells. The question is, where's my target gonna be though? I might attempt a runner. I mean, original target might be here at around 16 pips here, and then my target could be like down here at like 4 pips for a runner to retest the lows in a 4-hour time frame. So let's see what happens.
Yo, Comcast just kicked me off again.
Internet again?
All morning. Yeah, just got kicked off.
Comcast, is that a Miami thing?
Oh, it's an American thing. They're
An American thing? I never heard of Comcast before.
Exactly, you're in Canada.
Well, like I hear about like I hear AT&T. I hear about
Nah, Comcast is what everyone switches to from AT&T.
Mm,
And if you're in New York, it's Cablevision. But I think that's the two biggest ones.
Okay, Xfinity. We got Xfinity over here.
Comcast. How much is internet in over there?
A lot. I think I pay like $120 a month, but I gotta get like
$20?
$120.
Oh, I was gonna say like what? What kind of internet do you got? That's $20. Yeah.
I get fucking 250 on the upload.
How much is 5G over there?
I don't know. My phone has 5G. And that's about it. I don't know if they even have 5G right now for anything.
Right. Nah, it's just it's Friday. Well, you know what? I don't know anything about Search Fridays in America, you know. Come on, Alex. I'm
How
from
crazy
Canada.
is this? It's Friday the 13th in 2020.
Oh, it is Friday 13 on 2020. You know what that means? That means that
End of the world.
stay home today. Hey, there's one time. It was like Friday 13th on like when I was like a little kid and I was like 12 or something, and I almost got robbed. Well, not really robbed, but like they're like, hey, I was walking home from school when I was like think I was like, pretty sure I was like 11 or something. Walking to school and some guy stopped me. He's like, "Hey, you have a phone I can use?" I'm like, "No, I don't got a phone. I actually didn't have a phone." And they was like, "Hey, you have $2?" And back then, $2 was all I had, cause all I wanted to do was get candy after school. So if you took my $2, man, I'm that was a lot for me. "Hey, you have $2?" I'm like, "No, I don't have." He's like, "I know you have $2. Give me your $2." And it was on Friday the 13th. I shit in my pants that day. I was like
Oh
11,
shit.
and the guy was like 20 something. Imagine robbing a 12-year-old for candy.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, I really want to make a post yesterday, but for some reason YouTube took down my YouTube video. But I wanted to make a post about GJ after the stream. Where is that? After the stream yesterday was around, what day was it? November 10th. 9 a.m., 9 a.m., 9 a.m. Boom. Right here. Oh no. Wait, what? This is the 9th. Oh no, today's the 13th. Oh, okay, over here. 12, 9 a.m., 9 a.m. Right here. Boom. Right? Look at this. Take a look at this. Remember last night, guys? Well, not last night. Remember yesterday when GJ did this after the session, and I can't told you guys expect this to happen. Right? Look at this.
Oh, I took that short as soon as the stream closed. I clicked.
Yeah,
short.
9:30.
Closed it.
9:30. Yeah, yeah, because we had like a support here on GJ, and then price kind of created like a resistance right here, right? So I drew the exact. If you guys go back to the stream, it's not up already. It might be up today, but I broke it down. I drew the exact play here. I said how price was bullish at support. It could come up to make a resistance here, and then once you actually close bearish at resistance here, you can expect price to continue down to retest the lows and then eventually push down further. I mean, I gave the signal well as well, but overall great
That was
trade.
a really easy play because you had the 15 close really strong bullish at the obvious resistance.
Yeah.
And it broke the previous 15. You could have entered there.
Mhm.
Or you could have waited for the 30 and the 30 closed strong bullish and you could have entered there.
Yep.
And it just kept going.
Wait, you mean a 15 close bearish at resistance?
A bearish, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good
Closed
entry.
bearish and it broke the previous bullish 15. Like it was like really easy entry. And the funny thing is like the candle was closing like 2 or 3 minutes after the stream. And as soon as we closed it, I was like, all right, sell.
Yep. And you guys might be wondering where's my target yesterday? Do you know where I put my target at? It was like below the support here. It was like down here, right? Oh, right here. Right here. The support level. So the reason why also I didn't, you guys might be wondering why I didn't put, because this is the trade itself. This is where it was taken at. Where is it?
I didn't let it run start. I took it at 20 pips.
Yeah. I got around that. I got around like 20 pips as well. I mean, this is a trade. The reason why I didn't put my TP here instead, like right here, because this is your support, is because with the anticipation, because this is technically a wick fill play. This is a wick fill. You know, you have a candle closing bearish like this, right? The last couple candles are closing bullish here, meaning that this is a candle. This is overall a candle. So this is a wick fill. The next candle came down. This candle came down, filled a wick, pretty much like this. Do exclamation point wick fill, and you'll see why. So that the next candle came down to kind of retest the low and kind of broke it. It was all just for a wick fill play to continue down further on a higher time frame. I mean, it was a great trade. It was a perfect definition of this post right here, guys. Go check it out and compare to GJ. Great trade. I took it as well. I took a small position. All right, where's my? There you go. All right, GJ, what are we gonna do here? I see that the 15-minute has closed there as support. I mean, 30-minute has closed as well. So, I think what could happen here. It's 7:30, right? I mean, 8 a.m. opens up in 30 minutes here. Let's say we actually close. Like I don't expect this candle here to continue down. This candle, I expect the 8 a.m. candle to continue down. The NYS opening. So I hope for this candle to close bullish here or something as support, weak bullish, so you can take seller play coming down at the ADM opening, or even like some type of a weak bearish candle. Like maybe it closes like this, that'll be perfect. I doubt it. I just don't want too big of stops for the next ADM candle to continue down. So I really want to enter ADM. 7:30 here. I mean, 15-minute. It kind of just. The reason I'm saying that is because the 15-minute here kind of just closed as support here. It closed above the support level, so we could just continue up to range for a little bit for the ADM opening. Take sells coming down. So maybe we can come up to make resistance right here to come down at ADM. So let's see what happens. But I'm not entering in positions there at all. The only thing that I do see is a 30-minute time frame that could come down, because 30-minute can close below this level right here. You can see that this is a closure below, and this kind of could continue down towards the support, right? But the time that we're coming to, the ADM, you can expect a push at ADM. Bro, if you look at the last 15 minutes, this candle on GJ, I think it's a good impulsive entry for me. So the first candle made a remarkable low, and then it go high without passing the previous one. 15-minute time from here. This one? You mean this one? Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, it was a good entry. I mean, but I think all the thing is for me. I mean, you could take an impulsive entry, I guess you say here. But
I don't think there's an entry there. Like, there's, I mean, how many pips you
I
trying to
don't think the range. Yeah, and that's just that you're anticipating it to break out a range, coming down towards the support here, down here. I mean, if that's the case, then I mean,
means they're gonna sit for a little bit. For another, that's like an hour trade. Wait for the volume. Wait for the 8:30.
Yeah, because if you're entering here for a sell here, you might as well wait for a closure below, anyways, right? Just for more confirmation, because your target's the same, roughly around the same area.
Going back to that same concept though, if you're looking for an impulse, it would make sense if it was like at an opening on this candle, right? Like that would be the impulse to buy or sell. Like if it was a New York opening right now.
Yeah, yep, with the volume, yeah.
Or London, yeah. Like London does that a lot. Like once it breaks a range,
honestly,
or
I feel like that's a planned entry. I feel like impulse is something like.
I think impulse is the anticipation entries, man. I think it's the same thing. Don't you think?
Yeah, what's the definition of an impulse? You know, like the people just like click
in
the
like
middle of a
impulse
candle.
Entries are the ones that, you know, where you're in the middle of a candle or a candle's breaking another candle. Like if you're waiting for a candle close, I feel like that's a planned entry.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
That's
You're making impulsive decisions. It's like okay, I'm
impulsive is like, yeah, I feel like as the candle is breaking another one, it's still moving, didn't close.
But I don't feel like an impulse is really an impulse. You're still kind of planning it, like London, like pre-London or London Open. You know, like you're still kind of like, you're still kind of like waiting for it, like you know, it's like that single candle, but you're still waiting for it to like break the previous high, and then you enter. You know, like you hit it, right? Like
impulses is like your fourth, fifth, sixth trade. Oh shit, everyone's jumping on this trade, I'm gonna jump in on it.
Right.
Emotional.
Yeah,
So like
I guess that's different from.
And you're nervous, that's impulsive. That's an impulsive trade.
Yeah, and that's definitely different from anticipation entries then.
Yeah.
Anticipation is something else. That's something else.
Yeah. Okay.
Anticipating is like planning a trade out, but taking it with the anticipation that we're gonna break a certain area. I mean, yeah, that's definitely different. Then that's 100% different. I thought it was kind of the same, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, are they defining an anticipation as impulse, or are they really saying, oh shit, it's like momentum, and they just gonna click it? You know?
No,
is that what they mean by impulse?
Yeah, anticipation is a bit different. Yeah. Anticipation could be you taking a position right here on this kind of opening and anticipating price to kind of close below here for 8 AM opening to continue further down towards this area. I mean, that's anticipation, right? Say that's anticipation, but yeah. That's a good topic. Searching between two, yeah. Impulsive when you don't have a plan. I always thought of impulsive as just honestly like let's say like for example it's like a series play, like that's kind of an impulsive entry, but again that's like really planned. So is it really an impulsive entry, or is it just a planned entry that we just taking on a break of a candle, you know?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I always thought impulsive was just like FOMO. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, maybe a trade on a smaller time frame on like the 15 or the 5. People are like, can't wait for the whole, for the 30-minute candles to close.
Yeah, that's planned, right? 100% planned. See, this is a good topic. Who brought this topic up?
Somebody asked.
All about these topics. All about these topics.
Maybe a good definition of impulse is like when you don't have a plan to stop loss. Like you're just entering and then you like figure out your stop loss after.
But yo, you know what I thought? I
Yeah.
always thought it was. Hold on, let me post this. You know what I thought impulsive was though? I'll show you guys. This is what I thought impulsive was. Here. Give me a second. Organic trading. Yeah. Here. I thought it was always like this. Let's say like you take a position like here. Let's say we close like, I don't know, maybe like this, right? We close like this at support, nowhere near breaking the support yet, right? And then you'll take it just an entry. I guess you can say as we come down to kind of break that low like this. The next candle comes down and break that low. I mean, I thought that was an impulse as we're breaking out the range here, like taking a sell below here instead. Like, isn't that an impulse?
That's how I feel. Like,
Yeah.
You're not planning it, but then you're like, oh shit, we're moving in that direction.
Yeah. Okay. There it is. There's the definition. Hey guys, look at this. Look what we're doing here. We're rejecting off the support here. Sure, over here we closed above this area and we came down. That's happened one time, but then again, do you want to see the entry again, right? So I mean, in this case, this 15-minute kind of could close bullish here. Therefore, the next one could close bullish as well to make a resistance, and we could continue down for a New York session, right? So let's hope we survive 17 minutes here without coming down here, so we can get some entries in. We need to create new terms. New terms? You want new terms? People come to the stream, they're like, what the hell is this? They're gonna Google the Cyber play, they're gonna Google the Watt play, like what is this? I mean, if they Google the Watt play, then they'll get someone else on Google. They won't get the Watt play that we're talking about. Better impulsive equals anticipated FOMO. So we need that bounce response thingy. Yeah, I'm kind of working on it. That bot that I have does that as well, but I'm trying to look for keywords that people ask me. Like I think I'm gonna have a key thing where it says like whenever people ask Don, it's gonna put a pair and then buy or sell. Whenever I'm gonna put that under the laziest in a chart. So then whenever you ask that question, the bot will be like, please send a chart using this it'll be like, please send a chart using the description down below or something like that. People come here, streams asking me, buy use theory, buy or sell, gold, buy or sell. What do you think of this? I'll put it under that, and the bot will just be like, please send a chart. After watching some of your old streams before I started watching them live, I have now fully stopped using indicators, and now I win more trades. That's just crazy. Yes, it is crazy, right? Because now you realize, let me ask you, Shaq, now you realize that you not using indicators, you realize what those indicators mean now, right? Let's say you use like a average EMA or whatever. Now you know what the EMA is. You know what it is, right? It's on your chart when you just draw it organically with a line in the box. You know that's just a support and resistance, right? So I think yeah, like it goes back to the same what Wixon said yesterday. He talked about how indicators are great until you actually know what they mean. Yeah, once you know what they mean, you really don't need indicators anymore because you know how to. I mean, your own eyes will be an indicator. Your own judgment will be an indicator, right? That's all you need. 131.77 will be a support area. What is this? GU? GU looks bullish to me. I mean, no one's really talking about GU here. But I mean, if you're looking at GU here, I think it's gonna be a bit in a tough area here. If you're looking for positions, man, I don't know. I think I'll wait for a break above here to take buys. You taking buys here might be a bit risky. I mean, this is pretty nasty range. This is not something I want to trade today at all. Yeah, pretty nasty range here. I mean, if you break below here, you think sells coming down. But I mean, overall, I think buys will be valued above this area. But this is a messy area. I would avoid GU right now. Simply not putting policy as entering without waiting for price to retest a certain area level of close below above it. Yeah. Yeah, and then, yeah, that's a lot different from anticipation then. A lot different.
Don't hit your 15-minute time frame on GJ.
Yes.
And then
Ooh, I'll close bullish here as expected. Yeah.
the candle that's right before the 2 o'clock on your trading view.
Yes.
You see that? No, go back.
Yeah,
back.
right here.
Go
Right
back
here.
one more.
Right here.
Back
Yeah.
that one right there.
Yep.
All right, so let's say, what would you consider that? Like right when I'm gonna take that buy right when it breaks that anticipating, because it's pre-London. You know, the volume always rushes around there
Yes.
this time too. So what would you consider that entry? Is that anticipation or impulse?
That's
when the
just a
candles
break above. I think that's just a planned trade.
like not above the line. I'm talking about above the previous candle. Like once it wicks down and starts to come up.
Oh, once you get an entry at the break of this high.
No. Go lower. Go bottom.
Oh, here.
Bottom. Yeah.
This is anticipation. Anticipation.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like those. I like those in London a lot. Huh? Pre-London.
Because sorry,
that's not impulse, right?
No, because like you take anticipation here, you have some range going up, or you have like a 7-pip range going up. So like, if you were to get an entry here as we're closing here, anticipating that we're gonna break above this area here to continue further up towards the next area. I mean, if you were to come up to tap this area, you can move south to break even. I mean, yeah, it's anticipation that we're gonna break this area to go up. And yeah,
I think at that moment you're not looking at taking a trade there. I think when that's happening, I mean, hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah.
Unless on a smaller time frame.
no, but yeah, I mean, because like this alley kind of just, honestly, taking an entry here would have been clean as well down here, but yeah. Okay, we have like 12 minutes left in this candle, guys, and GG is doing as expected, right? I said how this candle wasn't planning to come down here. It can possibly come down at 8 a.m. So depending on how we close here, the hourly must close bearish.
8:30.
Yeah. If this kind of comes up and closes bullish, like very strong bullish, like at like 138, 144, then you can expect like 8:30, 8:45 area time for it to get a push. But if this kind of closes like bearish here, let's say we come down and close bearish here at like 138, I mean, you can anticipate the 8 a.m. count to continue down.
I see this candle filling the wick of the previous bearish candle.
Yeah.
And creating a resistance up there at the top of that wick. So,
oh yeah, that could happen as well. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it is closing bullish as support. I mean, overall, about a 6-pip range. Not bad. Also, organic is better for sure. Yeah, organic trading.
where's everyone? Everybody took 100 pips on Monday, so they quit for the rest of the week?
One of the blew their accounts, I don't know.
Oh, FD, Sam? Jimmy?
FD, I don't know. FD he also has his thing in the morning. Sam, I don't know. I think he is switching his account over to Treasure Domain. He transferred his things over, and then Jimmy, I don't know. He either blew his account, or he just didn't wake up. No, I'm playing.
If he usually has his kid, he's like in and out.
This count may be a
Oh no!
fake
If he took that trade last night. Remember, he showed it us on the
Asian. Yeah, Asian. Yeah, he took that exact same trade. So I was like, this count may be a fake out one. I don't think there's a fake out candle, man. I think there's fake out scenarios. Well, not even a fake out. A fake out is honestly just like price come back in the range. But regarding to candles and faking out, I don't believe in price manipulating fake outs or price. I mean, you can consider it a liquidity wick, but I wouldn't really. I mean, how do you know when a fake out's gonna happen until it happens? You know, you don't really know.
You don't.
Like if I mean. The only way I even mention fake outs is if like we, for example, like right here, we had like a guessing say a resistance being created here, and you had like a support being created here. So this is your overall range, and we kind of broke out of the range here. As we're coming back into range, I mean, this is a fake out play, right? But that's only because that's all that is just price coming down to break the support, coming down towards this next support as price create a support here. So thinking sells here would be a fake out play, right? But it's not like prices fake you out to go the other way, or prices fake you out to go this way. I mean, when it comes to candle, it doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, a fake out play can just easily be just price following price action. I mean, this candle closed bullish at support here. You can kind of expect this candle to continue up bullish as well, right? I mean, if the candle comes up bullish and flips back bearish, then I mean, I think this is price doing what it does. I think it's just price moving normally. So I mean, you gotta ask yourself, why the why things. Why are you calling this a fake out candle? Like, what's the reason behind the fake out candle? Like, are you just saying it just to say it, or what's the reason behind it? This whole week was a good trading week. Yeah, it was overall great trading week. If you were to just focus on yourself this week, focus on your original plan and not focus on flipping 3 counts in a day every day, or catching about 100 plus pips like Monday the next day. I mean, overall it's a great week. Right? A lot of people had a bad week, and that was because they were emotional about Monday. They want to chase back Monday's moves. They expect that the next day, and that day never came after. So I warned everyone. I told everyone that make sure when you come on Tuesday, your goal is still going to be whatever your goal was, 10 pips or whatever it was, right? My goal was 10 pips the next day, and that was my goal on Monday as well, right? But some days you get to go an egg, and on Monday we got to go an egg. This whole week was a good trading week. When I'm at the ready. Just gonna can you explain this? Thanks. Sure, I got you. What do you want me to explain here? Let's take a look at this. Why is price going back right now? What is the reason? Okay, so the reason for this is a 5-minute time frame. The reason why price is going back here, going to 15-minute time frame, we expected price to reject this area. One, before this even happened, because price can't just continue to go down forever. You always gotta look the other way. Look at where we are. It looks bearish, sure, but we are at support. So that's why we said that this area might not be able to break before 8 a.m., right? So we are at support. This kind of closed above the support. It didn't close below. Therefore, the support is still being respected here. So as the next candle here decides to continue down and close bullish, or continue up and close bullish, that's an indication that this next candle has a high chance of continuing up as well to the top of the range, because this candle closes bullish as support, right? So that's why this candle came up. But it has nothing to do with fake outs or anything like that. It's just price doing whatever price wants to do, and this is price action. Price creates support, taps support, closes bullish as support. So now it's expected to go towards the next resistance. So one, two things can happen here. We can either break this resistance, or two, we can either reject this resistance to come down, right? But even if you were to wait for rejection here at this resistance, I'll heavily wait for some type of resistance and bearish candle closing here to continue back down. So maybe something like this can happen. Same thing as yesterday. We can come up here, right? We can come up, close bullish here, whatever, and then eventually close bearish here at resistance like this, right? If we close bearish at resistance, then high chance will come down to retest the lows at 8 a.m. to kind of continue back down to the bottom of the range again. But these are things you gotta get used to. You have to expect these things to happen all the time. You can't just expect price to go a certain way forever and not turn back or not make a support, right? Price gotta do that at some point, so you gotta be logical with it. That's why we expect this. Once you get used to this whole concept of understanding ranges and how it works, and understand support and resistance, understand that support is not a buy. Well, a support doesn't always mean that you have to buy support. It doesn't mean that you have to sell resistance. Like after we get those rejections, then you understand that everything will be much easier, man. 100%. Everything will be much easier, right? Just because we're bouncing on support doesn't mean it's a buy. We can actually still break this below to come down, right? But obviously in this case it came up. I mean, to understand this whole concept of ranges, and everything would be much easier. Why do you ignore the 138.500 level? 138.500, where is that? Over here? 500? Right here? Because on 30-minute time frame, that's a resistance. This is a 15-minute area, but on 30-minute, it's still a resistor. I mean, if you're like looking for buys above 138,500, then wait for a 15-minute closure above area because you're basing off a 15-minute time frame. But if you're on a 30-minute time frame and you have another area created here like me, like this area, then wait for a 30-minute closure here above this area to go up, right? I mean, yeah, because the 15-minute time frame, those candles there are just these wicks here on a 30-minute time frame. So that is. I think the 1 hour is also, yeah, that's also a 1 hour resistance as well. So I chose the 1 hour resistance here instead of the 15-minute resistance. I'm using this 15-minute time frame right here just to look at overall just this area right here. That's it. But I ignored this earlier, and I'm also ignoring this earlier because of the 30-minute time frame. 138, 150. 138, 150. That's over here. 150. Yeah, same thing. I mean, yeah, we are tapping this resistance here. I mean, yeah, we could tap this area. But I mean, if this is your overall range, like on 30-minute time frame from here to here, you kind of expect the whole entire range to get filled there, right? I mean, price can create resistance anywhere. You can create resistance where you just mentioned at 150 area, or it could create resistance at this area over here, right? But I mean, either way, we're waiting for a resistance being created anywhere, anyways. So it doesn't really matter where we actually close or reject off of, because we're still waiting for the actual rejection, anyways, right? So.
This is funny. We were getting this yesterday. Remember, this was forming, and we were like, "Oh, the fib traders would be looking for the."
Yes.
50, the 618, and it was funny actually. It went off the 50 and went down.
Yeah, it did. I mean,
right when we were discussing it.
mhm. You know what it is, man. You know what it is with those fibs. Nothing wrong with it. I never saw anything wrong with it. You know what it is? It's the fact that when you're answering off a fib, people usually answer off of reject, like off of just like they can't without closing. You know, like why would ask yourself this? If you're taking a sell, why would you wait for wouldn't you rather wait for a bearish candle closing at resistance than just predicting the next rejection? Like, you know what I mean? The probability of you winning is gonna be way higher than you just. Because like, if you were taking an entry here off of this rejection, sure, it played out here, right? But wouldn't you just rather, of 100 times, wouldn't you just rather want a bearish candle closing at resistance to take sells coming down here? You know, because it comes back to that FOMO thing where people just want the best entry. They want the best wick entry as possible, so they can post on Instagram and say, "Oh yeah, I got a wick entry here." And it all comes back to that. You know, but think about it. You know, think about it long term. If you're taking a bus to go to America, wouldn't you want to hop on a bus that says USA and not a bus that says to Canada? Doesn't that make sense? If you're going left, then wouldn't you want to wait for a bus to take a left? Like, wouldn't you want to be on the other side of the street? For example, like, you know how, here, I'll draw it out. You know how, like, you have a road like this? You have, actually, no, you have, like, here. You know what? Here, you have a road, right? Like this, and then you have obviously the right? And let's say on the right side of the road you're going up, right? On the left side of the road you're going down, right? So if you're trying to take buys, wouldn't you want to be on this side of it? And if you want to take sells, wouldn't you want to be on this side of it? Wouldn't you want to be on this bus stop? So let's say you have a bus stop over here. Instead, you have a bus stop right here. This is your bus stop, right? This is your bus stop to go to wherever, and this is your bus stop to go down. If you're taking buys, wouldn't you want to be on this side of the bus stop? Wait for price to stop there to get buys going up, right? If you want to go down, wouldn't you want to be on this side of the bus stop? Take sells going down. You know. So I mean, keep that in mind. Why are you laughing?
Ahead of your time with the pictures. You know what that looked like? Frogger.
Frogger. No, that was not ahead of my time. That was like my time when I was a kid.
The Frogger play.
Hey, isn't a Frogger like crossing roads? Animal Crossing? What's it called? The crossing roads.
Frogger was the frog trying to cross the damn road.
No, you know that the Crossroad Chicken? You get the new game that came out like a couple years ago, like 8 years ago. Like this game, this is pretty much Froggy. Frog. Why are you laughing?
That was crazy.
No, it's the same game. I think you just cross, and you just avoid like traffic, right? Yeah, same thing. It's just but much better graphics. Nah, Frogger, yeah, I remember that, man. I mean, that was like my time, like, when I was like 6 or something like that. But it was right there. I just made it. Okay,
GG
ADM candle.
doing the same thing in this zone as it did going up. Like, look, it's just doing it backwards.
Yeah, what do you think of the third play here on a 1 hour time frame? I mean, 30-minute time frame.
Not enough of a wick.
Oh, top wick? Current candle?
Yeah.
Oh. I figure who's disliking your stream every day, Corleone. How do you know who's disliking my stream? What did you... Oh.
I mute myself when I talk about this.
It's a 11 pip stop loss if you've done the celery on the 30-minute.
Yeah, a 10 pip stop loss.
Yeah.
9 pip stop loss, not bad.
So this would be a celery plus anticipation of the
Candle
open.
closing. Yeah. With the, I mean, I guess it's a plan trade, yeah. Anticipation, they're gonna continue down.
Now you take this without a top wick.
It has a top wick here on for me.
I don't like it. You see all that traffic when you look left, like kind of like past that one candle. It's
No,
like
I know what you mean.
yeah.
Overall, like what I'm looking at is this 1 hour time from here, and the 4 hour as well. Like look at the 4 hour as breaking back into the range here. I mean, I'm just identifying this as my overall range, and price should respect this fill the range if it breaks the support here. So.
Let's see.
No, yeah, I know what you mean though. I mean, either way though, like even if we would come down below support, I mean that's like 5 pips in profit. Probably move stops to break even at that area.
True.
Gold's flying? Yeah, it is flying. Okay, the top target. So I'm watching our old streamer listen to trophies.
No, that was one of my ringtones. Somebody was
Oh.
calling me.
Dun 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 dun. All right.
So do you anticipate it breaking the candle and get in beforehand, or you wait for the candle?
I'm gonna wait for an actual closure. I mean, an actual break of that level. Let's see if my last trade of the week will be a loss or a win. If this is a win, then I'll be undefeated for the week. And this is a loss, then I guess we lost one trade this week. Guys, my goal every week, guys, when it comes to charts is not to not take losses. You know, like 'cause I know it's part of the plan. It's part of the plan. If your plan is to not take losses, then you wouldn't take any trade at all, because every trade has a chance of hitting of you losing money, no matter how good it looks, right? So if your plan is to not take losses, then you shouldn't even be trading. You know, just don't enter the market. Then that's how you avoid losses. But yeah, my plan, like I said, is always to just keep the losses small. That's key, right? Obviously, this week we didn't lose any trades, right? But next week going forward, I mean, I'm coming to Monday, to next week Monday. I'm expecting me to take losses, right? But just keep them small. That's all that matters. Losses are always expected. I understand that my trades that I take here have 80% winning rate, 80% plus winning rate, and there's always that 20% that doesn't play out. So yeah, keep that into consideration. gold is clean. Yeah, if gold breaks above like 1880 here, 1890, then you could expect to continue up towards like 1909 today. You know, you can expect that. I'll see why not. 1890 or like even like 1903, or 1909 or 1903, 1990. Yeah. Hey, if this candle starts to reject here and it's supposed to come up and break this high, like if this candle were to flip bullish here, I'm going to delete this sell stop. I'm going to delete it. Because then stops would be a bit higher and we are breaking highs. So it wouldn't make any sense if you were to come down again. Oh, I see what you mean, Wixnan. The NT5 doesn't have any top wick, right?
Yeah, no top.
NT5 tradesman doesn't have any top wick, yeah. Why is there one on TradingView? It should be the opposite. It should be not on something on tradesman and then something not on TradingView. Whose birds chirping in the background like that? You want some food?
That's my pterodactyl.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, I'm deleting my sell stop here as price has came up to break the current candle high. I'm deleting my sell stop. I'm gonna wait for an actual closure below this range. Here, a simple one. What you got here? Ooh. Break and close below support. This is a pretty simple chart. Two things only. I mean, that's all you need. Move stops to break even. Price pushed 5 pips. Nice. Yep. Price came down, pushed 5 pips. Also, what it did was it also did tap this minor support level. Therefore, you can get some type of rejection here. So yeah, stops to break even here. Also, you have a very nice entry as well. Your entry was the top of the candle, so I mean, it's a risky trade regardless here. You know, clean, nice entry here. Come down. Lovely. Another potential wick fill where on the 1 hour or where? What do you mean? On a 4 hour time frame? Yeah, maybe. If we actually like fail to like break below this area here, then you could expect price to continue up here, coming up towards this top of the resistance here. Therefore, 4 hour time frame will be creating a wick for price to come down on the next 4 hour candle at 9 a.m. and you can expect to move at 9:30 a.m. So I'm planning way ahead, right? Yeah, this could be the case though. We already know what's gonna happen an hour and 30 minutes from now. Would you take profit 1% if you're risking 2% or always go for the same IRR? If I was in this trade here, I would just honestly let it run for 10 pips. I would just close full at 10 pips here in this trade. Or let it run to TP. Cause like it's not like you're having a 100 pip runner or something like that, right? I mean, just might as well close the whole position. I wouldn't close partials now at all or anything, because it's barely anything. You could, it's up to you, it's not personal preference honestly. The way I do things is I just let it run to at least 10 pips. Stops to break even around like 5 pips plus, and then closing partials will be at 10 pips minimum. Hey guys, this 30-minute candle here failed to break the lows. This candle's currently flipping bullish here. I mean, high chance we could continue up here to tap this resistance. High chance. As we're closing bullish at support here, right? So it makes perfect sense.
When I was over trading, I would pop this buy right here.
I mean, nothing wrong with this buy. It's a good buy. But
yeah, I mean, I would do that. I mean, I would just like pop it, like without thinking. I would just because I'll take so many trades. I mean,
it's it's an ace. It's an ace.
Yo. What's up?
What's going on, Jimbo?
Man, I had a real bad night last night, man.
You gonna sleep or what?
No, man. I was driving the highway. I ran over a nail and I spun out.
Oh damn.
Your car?
Yeah.
So is it damaged?
The wheel damage. Freaking, I was lucky no one's on the highway.
I mean, at least you're safe.
Man, I'm tired, man.
Your tire
like,
blew. It blew out.
Yeah, I was just driving and then I was like turning on like this turning road,
Uh-huh.
merging, and then like out of nowhere, like one my freaking left back wheel, it hit a nail, and I'm like, what the heck? Cause then when I hit the nail, I was like losing traction. I'm like, yo, what the heck? I'm losing traction for some reason. And then I spun, and then like I caught like, I like maintained it, but my freaking wheel, I had to like, it took me like 30 minutes to change it, because I was like, bro, I'm super tired from work. Plus like the 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 nuggets, whatever you call it,
Yeah.
those little
The bolt.
bolts. It was like screwed on like super hard. It took me like 30 minutes to change, and then I was like super late coming home from work. I'm like, dang, bro, it's not my night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How old are you?
I'm 21.
Oh damn, I'm I'm impressed. Y'all young guys still know how to change the damn water tires.
Yeah, man.
You don't know how to change tires? I do.
No, I
I did
do,
a
but-
couple weeks ago.
The young kids, or
Yeah,
the
man.
younger generation don't know how to do that no more.
Yeah, man.
So,
It's a thing called YouTube, because I didn't want to call on nobody because it's late at night. So I was like, you
Yeah.
know what? I'm gonna just use Google. So I just
okay.
This guy was
Yeah,
jamming the future and lose you so hard.
nah, man, bruh, it was like 10 o'clock at night, man. So I was like,
As long as
you
you're
know what?
safe.
I was like, I do not know how to change a tire. So I was like, I'm just like looking up on YouTube. It took me like 30 minutes.
That's still impressive.
Yeah.
Do you ever risk
So-
3% per? Oh, sorry. Go.
Yeah, my bad.
No, go there. You're done.
No. That was it.
Oh, okay. Do you ever risk 3% per trade? Yes, sometimes. But usually my trades are around ranges from like 1 to 2% around there, depending on though. What's our perspective? On sounds on perspective, because like let's say you have like you make a withdrawal, right? I don't know. Let's say you have like a $1 million withdrawal. I mean, I'm just putting numbers up there, right? You see, or even like a $1,000 withdrawal. Okay, I'll make it simpler, and more reliable. So a $1,000 withdrawal you have, right? And let's say you want to only play out $200 of that withdrawal, right? So let's say with the $200 account, I mean, let's say you're risking more than 3%. I mean, you're risking 3% of that, whatever you withdrew out, of whatever you're putting back into the markets at $200. But technically, it's only like 20% of your actual withdrawal. So I mean, at the end of the day, as long as you're just, I mean, technically, what I'm trying to say here is that it's honestly just like the same thing as you risking 3%. Like let's say you were risk like 10% instead using that $200 account after you have made a withdrawal of 20% from the initial withdrawal that you had, then it's technically, it's our perspective, you know. It's the same thing. It's all the same, but it depends. Depends on your situation. Like me, like right now I'm just risking 2%, 2-3%. Obviously, if someone's like hasn't made any withdrawals yet and they're just still trying to grow their account, and you're risking 10% off the trade off the rip, then that's different. Because that might be your last source of the last account or whatever last source of income you have, right? So that's different. A lot more emotions will come with it, right?
Jimmy blew an account.
Huh?
I heard you blew an account.
No, I blew a tire.
No, you didn't blow an account. 1-3, lost 1 today. Done for a day. See you next stream, bro. Yeah, man. Take it easy, man. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. John, bro, I heard there's a video of someone crying in the rain or something from a confidential source, but I never saw it. Yeah, man, it was this boy right here.
Oh god.
It was a dude,
Oh, no.
Jimmy Lee.
What? This man bringing up my past.
Hey,
like
taking
that?
you and Sam have this kind of the same last name. He has an extra
Bruh.
E. Sam Hunt Lee, Jimmy Lee. I just took that in. I never realized that.
Yeah. He's my.
He's a Korean version of you, you know. And you're
He's
just
my Canadian Korean version of me.
the white Canadian. I mean, white Korean.
I mean, I'm white too, bruh. So. Part white. I'm a leprechaun, bruh. I'm Irish, man. 10%. Sheesh.
10% risk.
That's scary.
That's
Like I just think of like 10% of a million. recently, like 10,000.
10%. Thing with that is like think about it. If you lose 10 trades in a row, you're done. The account's gone. Or even 5 trades in a row, you're gonna get emotional. Or 3 trades in a row, that's 30% gone of your account. You just have to get emotional. Whereas if you risk like 1, 2, 3% per trade, you have like about, let's see, like 33 trades you can take. You know, 3% trade, 33 trades you can take without. Hold on. Yeah, 33%. 33 trades you can take without blowing your account. So you have 12 profit trades and 1 loss trade. Oh wow. So you're overtrading is what you're telling me here. You're overtrading, right? Is that what you're telling me here?
1 and 2.
Today I have 0 trades for the week. For the week so far, I took how many trades did I take this week? Let's go. Let's take a look. For the week of the week started what? What day? The 8th.
Started the
8th.
8th.
So if that's the 8th, let's go to the 8th. I mean, I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades for the week. About 1, 2 trades per day.
Yeah. Your USD played out so much cleaner this morning than GJ did. I was watching GJ and then take another like 30-minute nap. I'm like, alright, GJ's just ranging. Straight up ranging.
I need you to trade 20 trades per day. That's overtrading. I mean, you're trying to tell me that you need to take 20 trades per day, but today you took 12 trades, therefore you're not overtrading today. I mean, 20 trades, that's a lot of trades, man. The human mind can only make 3 good decisions, and once you make past 2, 3 good decisions, man, you're gonna start taking, you're gonna start making bad decisions. Because like, think about it this way: whenever you take a trade, and let's say you take a look back at your MT5, do you really look back at your MT5 and look back at every single trade after and review each one? After you take 20 trades, compared to when you take 1, 2 trades per day, you can easily review those trades and put more effort into looking back at them, right? I mean, at 20 trades is a lot, man. Like I had to talk with Bryce about this, and it's gonna be hard for you to understand, hard to you to, I mean, you don't have to listen or anything, but like Bryce had an issue with overtrading as well, and he should tell me that okay, I take 20 trades per day, but like they're all profitable trades, they're all winning trades, right? But what's the reason you stopped again, Bryce?
Well, I don't know for them, but for me, like it's just not sustainable. Like mentally, I was able to do it for like 6 months, but then like the stress and everything, it just, I don't know how long you've been doing it, but like it was working fine, but I can't do it for a year or 2. It's like, so it's like,
Yeah.
why just continue? I'd rather find something that I can do daily than like to go like stress out for 5, 6 months, be successful, and then like go, then you can't handle it no more, and then like break even for 3 or 4 or 5 months, you know, like, or whatever, 2 months and lose. Or it's just, you just have to be like mentally so sharp like for so long to do that. It's just not sustainable. I don't know how long you've been doing it, but kind of curious how long you've been doing it.
Like I used to be an overtrader as well, bro. I mean, I
Me
guess I
too.
think everyone was an overtrader at one point in their career.
And
Or
then
majority of
that's hard.
traders, especially when I was a new trader, I used to take like, you know, 20 trades per day, 30 trades per day, 8 trades per day. I mean, it would be overtrading. And thing about that is like, now I just wait for the aces of the aces. Like before, like I got to the point where I'll wait for like, I'll take like 8 trades per day. I'll be, oh yeah, they're all high probable trades. Yeah, sure. But if you really think about it, are they really high probable trades, or are you just taking entries because you feel like the more trades you take, the more money you can make, you know? Right? So
Yeah.
why would you want to take 12 trades per day when you just take 1, 2 trades per day? The best of the best trades you can possibly find. The best subs you can probably find, right? At the most volatile times, and take advantage of that. But it's, I mean, I guess it's all personal
I just
preference.
stopped overtrading because I was like, these swap fees will eat me up eventually.
Average such trades is 50%. I'm not sure. I mean, I used to have a 50% win rate as well. Back when I used to use fibs and stuff, like a bunch of indicators. I think I'm more of a, if 80 plus win percentage now. And you can just look back at the streams, but I mean, 50% that can improve if you don't overtrade. That can go up to like 80% win rate, you know. That can go up to 85% win rate, 9% win rate, right? So I mean, it's, I don't know.
Yeah, trading it really should be about like compounding your like what the way that Don does it, like just taking good trades and just keep on building, compounding your balance. Um, so you're in the right place if that doesn't work out for you, and you know how to you know where to go to switch over to trading less.
Yeah,
So,
like I said to Bryce, like
Yeah.
I told Bryce that you can continue over trade for the next couple months, or you can stop over trading to take 1-2 trades per day, and I'm like just test it out. Who knows? Test it out for a whole month. Try it for a good week, 2 weeks of over trading every day, and then see if it makes a difference. And off the rip, I mean it's been 3 weeks in, and we have witnessed it live on the streams. He used to be an over trading. He used to talk about it. He used to express it. How he would say that over trading is great because you're taking all high profit trades, but then again, like 3 weeks later, he made the decision to stop doing it, and I mean he has seen some type of improvement, emotion wise and winning wise. But yeah, I mean if you're using the automation, if you're automating everything, that's different. Then you're not making decisions. You're leaving it up to an indicator or up to a system or whatever it is, an algo to make those decisions for you. That's not over trading. That's just you trusting. That's just you trading around that system. That's something different. I'm talking about if you make those decisions to enter that trade. That's different. If you're spending your time every day to mark up a chart and look for a specific trade setup, and you're spending time looking at that trade, closing half, who starts to break even, managing your stops. You putting emotions and stress into that one trade is you taking one trade. And if you do that about 3-4 times a day, your brain's gonna get fried, and you're not gonna make the best decisions after, right? Whereas if you do like 1 or 2 of those per day, you make the best decisions you can possibly make. I'll give you $5 is if you who sent an email here? Huh. Why Felicia? I'll donate you $5 if you play the Jimmy video.
You gonna sell me out for $5, sir?
Yeah, I mean you gotta show $5. You gotta give me donate $5, but I can show the video if Jimmy wants me to show it. We show about 5 times on streams already though, but I mean, it's rare. It'll come back another day, So you have about 400 trades per month. Just take ages to journal that.
Don, what video he wanted to see?
Oh, he automates journaling. Oh, that's different. The one of Jimmy crying.
Just go back what was it? Monday? We played it on Monday.
Samuel got the
Just drop it, bro.
selling Jimmy out.
I'm sorry, Jimmy.
Fuck it. Just drop it. Drop it. The Uzi album put me in a somewhat decent mood. Just drop it.
It was like 7:46 or something like that. Nah.
Show the video.
Don't do that to
Oh
Jimmy.
man.
Don't do that to him.
All right, man. You know what? I'll do it.
Don, the one that's rolling him under the bus. I love this video.
First of all, this is some nice cement fours though, bro. Are those cement fours?
Huh?
Are those cement fours? Oh.
Yeah, wait some.
Come on, bro. That stock brand new
That
cement
was
fours.
one of my favorite shoes, man. I throw them away after that day. Too much water soaked in it.
Why? Just dry it out.
Bruh.
Yeah, put the things in
I
the
got
corner.
those.
No,
Holy
those were
shit,
the,
in
those
the
were-
rain.
Those were like the old ones. The ones before they like remade them.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, and then like the old material, if it's too much water, it starts like messing up the sole and whatnot. RP those white cement floors.
Is a 5:30 a.m. candle 15-minute is a starter play because it only broke upwards for 8 pips and then next candle turned bearish? No, I wouldn't say it's a failed starter play. I mean, I think I got like about 5 a.m. 5:30. Where is that? Right here.
I think he's talking about like this one.
5:30. That's right here. I mean, 8 pips. I mean, that's break even. For me, that's break even. 8 pips because I'm targeting 10 pips. I mean, that's break even for me, 100%. Yeah. I mean,
Does this?
it's nothing's ever 100% though. Yeah. Oh, that candle.
Yeah. Does this one? Is that kind of like accelerated play?
No, that's the starter play 100%. That's the one that we were looking to take today, but the
Okay.
30-minute kind of wasn't a confirmation for us. Is I get you crying in the rain, but why you get dressed like an NFL referee? No, that's the Foot Locker. That's the Foot Locker uniform. That's not the referee. Okay, what's going on?
It's not my job, man.
We're just like an NFL referee.
NFL referee.
No, that's the.
He just got done repping
Are you
the
from?
game,
Are you from
man.
the UK? UK doesn't have this store, right?
No, that's.
I mean, it's from the UK. The UK doesn't have like Foot Locker and stuff. I don't think they do. No, this uniform, they're Foot Locker.
Wait, I just looked up his Instagram.
He might be from the UK. He looks like a UK guy.
Nah,
he's not, yeah.
Croatia guy.
Oh, great.
Jimmy,
Hey, what's up? What's up?
after that happened, did you go back inside the store?
Duh. And then it was like, it's okay, man.
It was during the shift.
It was like at the end of the shift. It was like 20 minutes till closing.
You soaking wet, and then you gotta restock the shelves and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
He said
man.
it's okay, fam.
Did the chick work there also?
It was when I was in high school, man.
Oh,
It was my first job.
your first girlfriend?
No, first job.
No, I'm saying, did the
Oh,
your
no,
ex-girlfriend, did she work
oh,
at the
no.
store also?
No. She was just at school.
Oh, and you came to work and broke down. Dang.
Nah, I was at the end of the shift. I was like, man, is she hurt? You heard it, cut.
Did the manager come over and let you cry on the shoulder, bro?
Alright, 8:30 here. Man, it's only 8:30. It feels like it's 9:30 or something. I feel like I've been streaming for a long time. Yeah,
It's like a Saturday.
I feel like it's a Saturday at this point. Man, I'm still waiting for positions here though. Probably below the support here. If you do get a closure below, that'll be ideal for us to come down. But it looks like it could be 9:30, 9:30
Salary on the hour.
on the hourly salary. Salary, yeah, it could happen if you close bullish.
If it just drives down.
It does feel like a Saturday. I'm dead. Yeah, I slick woke up. I'm like, oh, it's Saturday, so I'm not gonna hop on.
Tomorrow's
stream.
Saturday,
Like,
right? Oh man, time to sleep in till like 9 a.m. I used to take 9 a.m.s early, but man, 9 a.m. so late now for me.
Right.
I wake up at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. is like, oh man, that's the best time to wake up now.
If I don't wake up before 6, I feel like useless, basically.
Don't try a song, bro. LZ elementary. Elementary. I don't know what song. What song is that?
Let's see.
Oh, it's
Oh,
in
it's
the
a UK
UK.
song.
Yeah.
This man look like Travis Scott.
Yeah.
It's
Most not gentle, yeah. Hey, Toronto and UK have like similar slang. If you're from the UK here, I guarantee you, Toronto slang comes from like UK, man. It's like a mix of Jamaica and like a mix of the UK. That's what Toronto slang is. Hey, Jimmy, you've been following Six Plus for how long now?
a lot.
You can tell by how they talk, right?
Yeah.
You hear the accent, the Toronto accent? We have
Pretty
this
much,
weird
yeah.
accent. It's so weird.
It's like it's like when people ask me about it, I'm like, it sounds like cool, but it's like weird. Kind of like, wait, they slick sound the same.
You ever heard Drake speaking with the accent before?
Yeah.
Here,
I'm
actually.
like, what are you doing, bro?
No, you're off.
What are you doing, bro?
It's like this.
But I'm ready. I came to play, so let's do this, all right?
There.
Wait,
You're a black Canadian?
Obviously, dog. I mean, like, yo, there's thousands of us. I'm sure you've met a few of us before.
Nope. Never met one.
We're all laughing in here.
Yeah.
It's like,
What's going on with your
Yeah,
accent
well, I
there,
be
Jerry?
hearing.
Oh, me?
Toronto
Well, I'm
talking
actually
about that.
Canadian.
like me, fam. You know, fam? Huh? What is that?
Fam.
Yeah, I use the word fam a lot.
Yeah.
Like me,
I watched that last night clip of Black Jeopardy.
Like
It's
this
funny
Canadian
with Tom
girl
Hanks,
I try to talk
hilarious.
to, I'm like, I can't do it, bro. I don't understand what she's trying to say. No, no,
Hey,
no, no.
hey,
That's not how Canadian folks talk, man. Big man.
yeah, they do.
I never heard Sam, Locke, or Don ever say A ever.
Nah, not yeah.
They say
Okay,
fam a lot.
you might not. I mean, but Don, don't they say that a lot? That's like
Nah, not really, man. Like I don't
Really?
hear it. It might just be natural to me, so I might not
Yeah.
realize it. But maybe people do.
French Canadians, right?
Maybe
Yeah.
different region.
Yeah, I think it's more of like north.
Go back to Montreal. Hey,
Hey, bud. I mean, the white hockey players gotta do. I mean, hockey players,
Canadian, eh?
they do. Like the pure, you know, yeah, the white folks do.
okay, exactly.
They do. Probably.
Wix lives with a bunch of Canadians about 6 months a year.
Wait,
Yeah,
you
they
said you come,
come-
you,
they
you,
come
you
down
come to
here.
Toronto? You came to Toronto before?
they come down here and create traffic. Not all the snowbirds come down here. Toronto.
Yeah, all the snowbirds.
I'm from Montreal. You get a lot of Quebec plates.
Oh, and you're in a car? Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
so
your
from,
I like your license plates though. It's pretty nice.
Ontario.
like summertime
one?
it's empty, but on like from like October to April, it's fucking traffic everywhere.
Yeah.
Nothing but Canadians.
Hey, name me three provinces in Ontario. In Canada.
Three provinces. I
in
got
Canada.
you. I got you.
You can't be googling this shit right now.
You have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jimmy,
Provinces. Hold on, bro. You gonna
come
let
on.
me-
I can name you 3 states, bro.
All right.
I bet you Don could fucking.
All right. Right
put
now. All right. Nova Scotia. New Brunswick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
Hey.
I think.
Ontario, bro. I'm gonna name the most common one. The most
So I got it
known
right,
one.
right?
The way I'm from.
Quebec, Ontario, and Vancouver. No, not Vancouver. That's a city.
I'm gonna be real. I just.
British
Googled it.
Columbia, fam.
British
I'm
Columbia.
gonna be
Yeah.
real, I just googled it.
Nova Scotia. That's just that's an island.
Nice.
Don't lie, Don. Can you name all 50 states of the U.S.?
No, of course not.
Shit, I can't name all 50.
You can't.
I
In
can't. name-
I can if
alphabetical
I
order.
have to. I could. No, seriously, I could. do it. I
Georgia,
have to think about it for a second.
Okay.
Georgia,
Best state.
Michigan.
You feel me?
You
um,
can't be just naming states that are in question at the election.
He been watching the news and he know
Think-
those
know
He's
things.
thinking like the
six.
red and blue map right now. All right. He's like, all right. This
hold on.
State's about to
No,
red.
because I met some Canadians that knew them all. That's when I was younger.
Yeah.
That's why I thought. That's
met
why I was
some.
like, man, those guys, they know
Yeah,
better
most
than I do.
Europeans they probably know about more about America than we do.
Yeah.
We
Bruh.
study them.
Once I seen like a Canadian person name all 50 states off rip without like,
Spitting bars. I mean, you can't name all 50 states, can you, Jimmy?
no.
I
I can
know I
name
can't.
like, I can name like a good. I don't know,
Washington?
20,
Is that a state?
I could name all 50, but like
I can name
DC?
like a good.
I have to do my alphabetical order to remember.
Yeah. This goes back to like, we actually never learned about American states
Because we're
in
ass.
Canada.
Because we're trash.
Canadians, eh?
No, I like Canadians. Pretty cool. Pretty cool
Yeah,
fellows.
with the internet and Google, I like dump all my information. Like I don't remember anything anymore. I just
I'd be like,
I
yo, let
don't
me
know.
Google it real quick, man.
Yeah, I don't retain any info really hardly. Like
Then like, I remember this dude pulled over on a highway and tried to help me. He said, "Do I know how to do it?" I'm like, "No, but I'm gonna use Google though. You keep going."
Yeah, exactly.
Like literally, it's late at night. I'm like, I don't want to talk to you, man. I just want to do this and go home. Cause he kept asking me, Cause I know like he was gonna ask for money after he helps me. So I'm like,
Oh
I'm
shoot!
not gonna do it. I'm like, I'm gonna just learn about myself, bro.
Hey Google,
I'm
name
about to
all
call
the
the police.
Canadian
That's what I'm gonna
powers.
do.
Boy, I had my firearm.
Say what?
Fire.
Oh.
I'm just gonna air him out on the highway. I'm like, cause he pulled in hella hard. I'm like, yo, what you doing, bro? I'm like, you can continue on with your night. I could do this, bro. I think how Google, you know.
Man, my car doesn't even have a spare tire when I got it.
Ouch.
They don't come with spare tire no more. It comes with this like, like this really fancy fix-a-flat. Like a really, yeah. It's like
that
real
don't
fancy.
work
I'm
if
lucky.
you shred your tire.
I'm lucky,
I know.
like, freaking.
No, well, most people have a AAA now, so I guess they're like,
I was
hell with it.
finna
Don't
do
put a
that
tire in
since
there.
like my insurance already covers that. But then again, I'm like, all right, just learn, you know.
Yeah. I think my car's like a 2017 or something. Like, yeah, the new one, some of the new one, they don't come with a spare tire no more. I was like, what the hell? And I shred my tire.
It's supposed to.
Yeah.
I take
What
326
model?
trades in October.
Mine was a 2020 Camry.
I think it's a.
Yeah.
I forgot what year mine is. Maybe it's a 2019.
Yeah,
Come to think about it, I had a,
he's not
a
overtrading at 300
2018
trades.
Yeah.
Corolla.
All right, guys. This guy said he thinks you guys are talking about cars. Yeah, cut you
15
guys off.
minute breaking the
You guys
low.
are pushing it a little bit.
we
I
start
think
talking
about
about sandwiches and cars. that means there's no
326 trades in
trades.
October. I mean, it's different though. If you're using like I guess you can say you're using algo or whatever system, whatever it is that you're using, that's different because you're not making those decisions yourself. You're just relying on algo, so that you can do whatever the algo does. The algo is meant for you to overtrade, right? But overtrading is when you personally make decisions and plan out those trades in a day, and you start to execute those trades by yourself in a day. That's you taking the trades and you taking 5 of those in a day. I mean, yeah, that's overtrading, right? But if you just having an algo, man, that's not really overtrading because you have that's just no emotions. That's just putting in the algo, then the algo do whatever it wants to do, and you do whatever you want to do, right? That's different. But I wouldn't consider that overtrading if that's an algo.
326 trades in 1 month.
It's kind of scary.
Like I take like probably around like 60 trades in a month, probably. Oh, no, 20 trades in days, about 40 trades in a month, 50 trades in a month, maybe.
That's 10 trades a day, bro.
What, me?
Yo, 15
No.
freaking lows on
300.
GJ. Waterfall.
Oh, GJ breaking up 15-minute, the 1 hour broke the low, 1 hour flip bearish here, 30-minute breaking the lows here. High chance it could continue down here. Yep. I mean, how big are stops here?
20 pips.
10 pips for a 14 pip target. Not bad. I kind of wanted this candle over here to kind of break the lows earlier, but I mean, this is this. Probably not gonna take an entry. I'm gonna call it a day. The reason I'm not taking an entry here because
Stops too big.
no, it's kind of a little late in session. I mean, this kind of has no top wick here. It can't bother me as well on GG, but I do expect it to continue down to there. This candle is expected to continue down towards the support here at 8:30. Near session volume coming in. Wait, the wick sign. Did you take a trade of wick sign or no?
On the broker, it's a top wick.
No, the 1 hour has a top wick. That's fine.
No, on the 30 and the.
Oh,
it has a top wick.
15:30.
On the on the broker and trading view.
What if it just stays around right here and then closes there and then the last 15 minutes?
I mean, I think this is pretty good. It's a good entry. I think it was a pretty good entry. I mean,
I got in that. I had a sell
took it off
stop
the break.
under. The
off a 30-minute time frame after the break. I mean, that was a good entry.
Yeah, I had a sell stop under the 15 candle, and then when it opened up, made that top way, it just fell
Yeah.
through.
15 pip target. I mean, came down like a good 8 pips here. Moved stops to break even, 9 pips, and then let it run risk free. I think, yeah, I mean, stops has been around 8 pips. I mean, it's not bad. Good entry here. It was bad. The ADM. Right, remember how I said 8:30, guys? 8:30, you might get a move, and there it is. There's a move at 8:30, right? Because at 7 a.m., I mean at 7:30, we mentioned how this kind of close bullish here support. Therefore, these sells aren't ready yet, right? And you're gonna need some type of closure below or some type of break below this area. Therefore, we have the sell replay coming after at 8:30. 8 a.m. volume comes in, boom, price push down towards the next support. I mean, overall, great trade. When I got in.
137,800. It's like a target. I'm looking at it from the 30 perspective. Wait, before it hits that.
I feel like if I go break even, like it would be too soon.
But then
So,
again, like,
8 pips.
what's your target though? Like, how many pips is your target
10
here?
pips.
10 pips. I mean, it came down 9 pips. I mean, you know, you might as well just put it break even.
And I got 2 positions. I got 1 in a run. So
Nice. Yeah.
I'm gonna take the runner to the 37.7.
Yeah, I'm just looking at 137.800, just like a mirror candle kind of play, and then I think that's gonna be my only one for the game.
No, overall great trade. Whoever waited on more for this setup, and now you have got your setup, then congratulations. Congrats.
Then when I joined earlier, I was just listening to Wix 9. He was like, GJ's kind of doing like the same thing, but like selling. Cause like it's kind of moving like how it did when it's on the way up, but it's trying to do like the same thing on its way back down. I'm like, oh, it's kind of a thing to think about.
I took an impulse on it.
Whoa,
Nice.
whoa, that's kind of low. That's kind of low.
You just took it right now?
No. A few
Oh.
minutes back.
Oh,
137.
okay.
Oh,
Awesome.
wow. No, 137.96.
Okay, that's fine.
All right,
Yep.
pretty good. I was gonna say now I'm like, whoa,
Should
that's
be coming
kinda-
down here.
that's- that's
No.
Too low, too low.
You
Now,
guys-
I will say when I first started trading, I would have definitely taken it down at where it is right now. Like, oh, it's going to go all the way down to 700.
No, so like the reason why, for anyone that's wondering, the reason why I can't take we can't anticipate sells here was because if you look left here, this is your over our previous range, right? And if you look at the 4-hour time frame, look at what the 4-hour time frame is doing here. Look at what the 4-hour time frame is doing here. You kind of have like a range being created here on a 4-hour time frame on GJ here, and if this is your over our range and price has broken above it, right? But now since price is breaking back below that support, right? Go back on a 1-hour time frame here, and then go back on it. Go back on this. If this is your over our range, and price is now breaking back into the range, price will have a high chance of coming down to fill the entire range, because this is your support that was created here on GJ right here, and technically speaking, this is a bullish trend. We had a bullish trend prior to today. Price came down to make a retest, right? So technically, at this area, 2 things can happen here. Price can either retest this area to go up, or 2, price can break this area to come down. In this case, price was closing bearish here, therefore candles are closing back in the range, therefore we're going to come down towards the next support. We have this support is now broken, right? So that's why GJ kind of came down back into the range here. So I mean, if you took a position, what I would have done in this situation is I would have maybe closed one partials at 10 pips and then let the other one running coming down towards like maybe this 4-hour support down here, because if you look back on a 4-hour time frame, all that's doing is just retesting the low again, right? Go back on a 4-hour time frame, you're gonna see how we have a support being created here. You then have a resistance being created here. If this is your over our range and we're currently rejecting off of this resistance, and high chance as we're coming back down, closing bearish, we're gonna come down to retest the lows again. And as we retest the lows again, high chance we're gonna continue further down. So I mean, if you took an entry, I think our runner position would be lovely here for GJ, coming down towards like either 137.613, or you can even put it at like down here somewhere, but that might lead to next week or something. If it's a Friday and you just want to close, I would close half for here at 10 pips and just call it a day. So this is a perfect area to close at. Perfect area. But yeah. And yeah, price tapping the support here. Look left here. There's some type of traffic here. Looking left, so you can expect some type of rejection here at the support level. So I mean, this move here was, if you took it though, you could expect a mirror on this candle here. But as we have a mirror here, we have some traffic here as well. So take that into consideration, right? And yeah, because if you don't close now, you might get some type of retracement here, going up on the 15-minute candle, and then the next candle might hit your entry, because the next candle will close. This candle will close, and the next candle will continue down, right? But the next candle will create a high first. So you gotta survive that high, especially if you got an entry around this area. Alright, so you can expect this to happen. You have 40 seconds left in this candle though, so you might be able to get a wick fill entry if you guys are anticipating a wick fill entry as well. Because look left there. How many times have we rejected this area here compared to this area? Right? Look at it. How many times have you rejected this area compared to this, or this area, right? And look at what all these things have in common here. We have rejected this area, but look at where all the accounts have closed. We have all closed above the support, therefore there's still support being respected here. Same thing for here. We have rejected this area multiple times here, but look at where y'all closed. Y'all closed above this area, therefore there's still support, right? So if this 15-minute candle actually closed below, which it just did, then high chances the next one will continue down as well, coming down to fill the entire range. So me or you guys taking the study replay here, if you guys don't know what that is, well, only OGs know what it is, but if you guys take a study replay here, then that study replay was the anticipation that we're gonna come down to close down as well, right? Usually study replays are usually like they usually happen pretty quick whenever they break those lows or highs on the opposite candle, like in this case. It usually comes down right away, just like what you just did right now, right? Because study replay here on 30-minute time frame is just price here closing bullish at support here, bullish. But as this candle comes down to break the lows before breaking any highs, you can take sell stops there coming down towards this area, and that's what the study replay is. If you're on the streams for long enough, you probably know what it is by now. But if you guys are new here, you guys probably know what the hell I'm talking about, right? But study replay is probably one of our most anticipated entries here on GJ. But yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, that's it. I mean, gold here, gold is currently closing above as well. So high chance, I'm looking at gold here. We actually broke down buys from 1882 coming up towards like 1880. But now as we're kind of breaking above 1880 levels, 1880, you can expect price to continue further up here, coming up towards like 1909 levels, right? Look left here, you have this whole area of clean traffic here. Your focus now should be this right here, right? That mirror candle. You can expect the mirror coming all the way up to wherever the top is, but look left, there's some traffic here, so take this into consideration. This 1909 level is pretty far away too. But as we're breaking above here, you can kind of expect us to continue further up. Obviously, entries are going to be a bit different though. If you're looking for entries, I think yeah, wait for some type of, oh, actually, here's not bad. I mean, this candle here closed above. You can enter buys here with anticipation that we must respect 1888 here to continue up. If that's your stop loss. Yeah. Yeah, it should be clean. And then if you're looking, yeah, I mean, 1896 should be clean, get tapped, and then eventually you can leave a runner coming up towards like 1909 overall. Minimum, like you cash like at least 50 pips in this range here, going up. So that resistance right here. Very minor resistance though, nothing too crazy. And then yeah, I think that's it. But this is the first breakout we've had since Monday, right? And it makes sense on the day time frame. The day time frame here kind of just closed bullish at support, and as we close bullish at support, you can expect this candle. If this is the bottom of the range and this is the top of the range over here, you can expect price to continue up to fill the range. Right, this is your support closing bullish. So I broke down gold from like I think 6:30 a.m. If you guys go back and watch it, we mentioned buys. If you do break above, I think it was 1880. We mentioned buys from 1882. Above there were buys. Hey, just came back. Any advice? How should I manage the trade I'm in? Thanks. I got you. So what do you have here? This is gold on a 30-minute time frame. Oh wow, that's a big target, man. I mean, you're expecting this to happen. Don't expect this to happen today though. It's a Friday. And the price where we want to push up this much, I think price would have pushed up a lot more this morning, because you have like what, a couple more hours till the session kind of dies down a little bit. I mean, 3 hours left. I mean, 1950 is a long shot today, but I mean, you could look to maybe holding over the weekend. Holding this over the weekend might be a bit risky, but it's up to you. Personally, I don't really hold trades over the weekend, but I mean, this trade here, how can you manage it better? I think you move stops to break even here. I mean, my focus is 10 pips, so I like to secure 10 pips, but it's up to you, whatever you want to secure. It's all personal preference. You can secure half here and let it run risk free, but I mean, it's up to you. I mean, yeah, but definitely move your stops to break even though. You got an entry at the bottom of this candle here. Price has no, price should have no, price shouldn't break this low if it wants to drive up, right? let's say, what is this? The 30-minute time frame. I mean, go back on the 30-minute time frame. I mean, if your entry was right here on this candle, then just look at it. If price were to come up and break this low, coming down like this on the next candle, then high chance we're gonna come back in the range, and the range is gonna be from 1988 coming down towards like 1882. So there's no reason for you not to move stops to break even here, especially if that opening candle was your entry, right? And let it run risk free trade. But yeah, gold should be coming up towards 1909 here today. Pretty clean. Where can I adjust target? I mean, I'm looking at look on the day time frame. Ask yourself where your target is. I mean, that's your target. That's your target, right? I'm looking at it from the day perspective. I'm looking at 1909. That's a pretty heavy resistance we have there. So that's my target for GJ. I mean, for gold if I'm trading gold. Pretty clean. Oh, how do you guys muted? You guys unmute yourselves. But yeah, that would be my target.
That's a long shot. Bro.
1950, it might be a long shot, yeah. Because you need to really
like
have a very early move in the day for this to happen, man. Like you need London to move, and then I mean, because the volume's not die down by like 11 a.m. 11 a.m. gold's kind of dead. 12 a.m. gold's kind of dead, right? So you don't have much time left for that to happen. So look left there, you have traffic right here at 1909. So expect some type of rejection or some type of range to be created here.
Like I said, 19. Yeah, 1909. Like somewhat as like a target, but I can't see 1950 like that anytime soon. Unless
like 1950, if like next week for sure. Like if we do this weekly count does close, like I guess you can say. I mean, if the day does close like above like 1915, then you can expect like 1950 next week or something like to mirror this, right? But like today,
like
most likely not
Yeah.
for that to be today, man. Most likely not.
needs to be catalyst. That's the only thing.
Either a catalyst or you need price to really work its way up there naturally. Like you just need price to break a certain level. So you need to break 1909, and then you gotta break like probably 1925 here, and then we'll go up to 1950, right? But you need to break those levels first. So
Yeah.
I know it's bullish right now. You can't just go off emotions. You really gotta
use logic.
have logical levels where you need to really take advantage of. So
If you look around November 3rd, there's some resistance, and then everything back from October 28th, there's all that resistance there. So 1950 or something like that, that's pushing it.
okay, thanks. As they stay woke, yeah, I knew it was you, man. Yeah, I know. Your chart said your name on it. You're not slick with this. Zay123. I knew it was you, man. Yep. Overall, great stream today. Not any positions I took today. I didn't take any trades today, but over for a week, I did not take a loss all week this week. So I'm probably gonna call it a day, guys. Gonna call it a week because it's a Friday. You don't want to really force any subs today, guys. Like I said earlier, if you guys are having a bad week this week, don't force any subs today. Today's the worst day to do that because today is when everyone gets this feeling inside them that tells them that they need this voice inside of their head that tells them that they need to take trades to end off the week break even, to end off the week with a loss, and to end the week with more profits, like whatever it is. Just call it a week and come back on Monday, you know, because take 2 days off, take Saturday and Sunday off. Don't even back test if you don't want, if you don't want to, right? Just take it easy, give your brain some rest, and continue back Monday with a fresh mindset. I'm gonna stream something with Monty, but trust me, this is the cleanest stream when it comes to trade setups and trees that share no spam in chat. Just matter of time when it has more viewers. I mean, yeah, I appreciate those words, man. We've been streaming since like April, so I mean, we came a long way since. I did not expect us to have this many viewers even since when I started, right? But yeah.
118 today, that's not bad.
Yeah. Other than that, guys, take it easy, guys. I appreciate you guys all for showing up to your streams every morning. Thanks for everyone that sends charts in every day, that asks questions, that helps others as well. And we'll catch you guys on Monday stream, alright? Leave a like if you guys haven't subscribed. Follow up the Instagram page, And catch you guys on Monday, right, guys? Peace and love.
Yes, sir. Don't trade,
And
don't risk.
Hey Don,
you guys there. What?
I'm sorry, real quick,
Yeah.
guys. Look at Don's Instagram page. That's a free course right there.
Yes.
He put so much information on his Instagram page. I think you should check that out.
Free
If you
game.